SummerSlam tomorrow. Jason, are you watching?
No, I'll answer that.
So, but Night is on it.
Man, I don't know. We'll find out more tonight after SmackDown, to be honest with you. But there's supposed to be some stupid battle royale.
Right, yes. I think he's probably going to try to get into that, I would imagine. And maybe this match right now is part of that whole thing. I don't know.
I just don't get it, man. Like, I don't understand them.
Well, with the Rhea news, man, it's who would do that? It's Vince.
It's Vince still in charge, man. Even though he had, whatever, back surgery. And supposedly he's laid up right now, but
Vince is.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah, anyway. Welcome to 250. This is 250 of the Radio Impound podcast. We made it halfway there to 500. Are you excited?
Quarter of a way to 1,000.
Yes.
We should have been to 500 by quarter of a way to 1,000. Yeah, we should have been there by now. But oh well, we'll take it. So that's 11 years in running.
Pretty incredible. Yeah. Pretty incredible, really.
Hard to believe.
It is incredible. And Jason came on in 2013.
We were on pace for like 500. And then Jason came on and everything slowed down.
John Bolton, big fan of the podcast from the Hobby Haven Raceway. One of my favorite off-road tracks of all time. We keep talking about it, but that track just reminds me of the old school grassroots tracks.
It is a good track. I've actually been there and raced. It's a heck of a track.
I think I have to turn my volume up a little. There we go. How's that?
That's
better.
Yeah.
All right, there we go, guys.
And what state's that located?
Iowa. Yeah.
Oh, George Kittle. Got it.
That's right. I should start that over. 250 of the Radio Impound podcast, since my volume is correct now. 250. We made it there. We're halfway to 500. Congratulations, guys. And we have all three of us there. How appropriate to have Kirby Hand, the 7-time champion, on the 250 podcast.
Here I am.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And we were
Small
talking
milestone.
earlier. Yeah, Jason came on the show on 2013. We had we allowed Jason to be on the podcast. Kept begging and begging, but we said, all right, we'll let you on.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I mean, he needs some friends.
John Bolton saying that Joel Johnson wins round 1 of the Legends race. There we go. Joel Magic Johnson still doing it.
So, who's there racing? Who's he racing?
Great question.
All the legends, bro.
Let's get the
Kirby Warren out there.
John Bolton. Let's get John Bolton to tell us the who's in the A qualifier.
John, give us the A qualifier down. Run it down.
My email invite was in my spam folder.
Oh,
sorry, guys.
It. Damn.
Yeah.
So just no response. At this point,
I'm not even replying. Yeah.
It's gonna be like that time Gotti responded to a YouTube comment 7 years later.
Oh, PlayStation. Yeah, it was a PlayStation message. I responded 7 years after the fact, and the guy was still online with that.
Did he reply to your reply?
Yeah, I mentioned this. He replied and said, "Dude, I asked that like years ago." I'm like, "Oh, just respond."
7 years ago. I just got to it. I was busy, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, 7 years later. I never looked at my PlayStation messages like that. So
yeah.
I don't know what Justin Doyle's talking about. Wow, you never downloaded that link, did?
No.
All right, Doyle, take a seat, bro, for the rest of the show. Ron Biscuit, Kadow. Kadow's in the A there. Who's Kadow?
Kadow.
No disrespect. I just don't know all the new drivers.
Oh, I don't.
New drivers at a Legends race?
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
think maybe that's just his reaction to like, hey, there they are, Cadow. I don't know. That's
Oh, all right. I think I've heard of that name, though, Cadell. John Bolton saying Ralph Birch, Tony Neisinger, and Frank Colangelo are there.
Yeah, but we got to know I'll just look it up.
All right. Jesus. Brian Cadell. Jason should know who I am.
Yeah, I know who Brian is.
All right. So he's racing with Joel Johnson? Is that what he's doing? Is he on the driver's stand right now racing with Joel Johnson?
I don't think so.
John Bolton says he will look for others. Jason Rohn is also checking that out. So, all right. So, like I said, this is 250 of the Radio Impound podcast. I appreciate everybody supporting us through the years. What was I going to say about that also? I forget. But John Bolton, I'm reading the comments here. I'm in my truck driving home. So John's in his truck driving home from the or wherever he's at. Brian Cadell saying no, he's just enjoying the chat. Okay, he's not racing Joel Johnson. We kind of figured that, but no disrespect.
We didn't want to insult you, but
right.
With all due respect.
So what do we got? Probably like Bud Bartos, maybe.
I think Bud Bartos is dead.
Oh, my apologies. Sorry.
I don't know that for a fact. But,
seriously, you don't know that for a fact?
I don't know that for a fact, but
well, I mean, he's not that old. He wasn't that old when I met him. So,
I hope Dieter's there.
Ed,
this is Dieter's track.
Oh,
Ed's saying, "Man, Jason is on tonight." Jason's on pretty much every night. More like that question should be, "Man, Kirby's on tonight."
Yes, that's true.
The co-founder of the Radio Impound podcast. Ron Biscuit saying Jim Dieter put together the list.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know where the track was. I had no clue.
He should have got your email together.
Maybe he should have just texted me or gave me a call.
Yeah.
So maybe Dave Heckler, is he at this race?
Wow. Where did you pull that from?
Well, I'll tell you where I pulled that from.
Car action.
Well, okay, I was at Megatrack, and one of the questions, it was at the Sportsman Cup race.
Holy fuck.
All right. Hear me out. I was at the Megatrack Trinity Sportsman Cup race in 1991, I want to say.
So the first car action that we're covering that year.
Okay. And so you had to, Ernie was giving away prizes and you had to guess. It was like a trivia question thing. And he said, who at Lake Whippoorwill, what names are on the stands, like the bleachers?
Yes.
And there was two bleachers, and I was just at Lake Whippoorwill because I went down to Disney and then we went to Whippoorwill and we stopped by.
Gotcha.
And Dave Heckler.
Those pictures, like they're pretty epic. You should post them.
Oh, you seen them?
I thought you shared them.
Oh, I probably shared them in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dave and then Bud Bartos was.
Okay. Yep.
Right. So. Wow. I didn't. My apologies. I didn't know Bud.
No, I don't know that for a fact.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm so shocked Jason even said that. Like,
I know. I was like,
he really went out there.
I felt so bad. Like everybody's gonna come down on me now. Ron saying Paul and Chase. I sent a link in Messenger. Okay. Well, I don't know how to access the Messenger on our Radio Impound.
You don't know how to do anything.
But anyway, that's cool. Like Paul Lemieux shared a photo of Joel Johnson standing next to the Competition Plus.
Yeah.
That was an awesome photo. I remember taking that to school and I was trying to convince, not convince, but I was just trying to show people, like, look at RC, look at this guy, he won the world championship. Like,
pick some chicks up. I get it.
Yeah.
It's like, surely this is gonna work.
It didn't go too well. No.
This guy built my diff.
Yeah. He rebuilt my links too. Oh, Kirby, speaking of, I was watching 2019 Trinity with Kevin Abbott did a video, like a live here like this, with Ernie and Joel and Jim Dieter, and they were talking about turn 2 in Megatrack, the bump.
Yes. Yep.
So I that's what I struggled on, turn 2, the bump. So
you and everybody else, bud.
Well, you just kind of had to stay in the middle of turn 2.
Yeah,
if you remember,
the transition was so violent. Like,
well, that too, yeah.
It was so gnarly.
But that track was amazing, though. Like the way it looked, it just felt big. Like,
well, that just the whole, like the pits, everything was done really, really cool. Like, as far as New Jersey go, like it was first class. Like I think they really tried to. The image Whippoorwill had, they were like, okay, let's try to do that, because no other track had like covered pits that everything was matching paint scheme. It's like it was a good looking venue.
Right. Yeah. How many times did you race there?
The old Mega Track, like maybe one time.
Okay.
Once, maybe twice, no more than that. And then they bulldozed it, and then somebody bought it and they repaved it, and they actually, from what they said, it was the same exact footprint of the original Megatrack, except it was done so much better, and the track,
like the turns were easier. Yeah.
Yes, the transitions were nice. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I got it all up here.
What, the list?
Yep.
So Mark Baldwin says Kyosho has a 1987 Joel Johnson re-release coming out, and Mark, Jason already knows this. I have it pre-ordered already.
Did you delete your Low C Bike pre-order?
Yeah, I was not. I'm not a big. I'm not a big motocross. I mean, I am. I like motocross. I respect what those guys do, but
just for Kirby.
There it is, Kirby.
Here, oh my God! Here
we go. Hold it up nice and high.
Oh, show everybody what you got for Christmas.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, it's cool looking. That's for sure.
You didn't get the second one yet?
Listen, I couldn't even control an RC car. I can't imagine trying to ride a bike around a track.
Well,
I'd just be in trouble.
I mean, from the videos I saw,
well, it has to have a certain track made for it. So
absolutely, if people think they're going to run it on a regular RC track, I think they're sadly mistaken.
No, but just bashing around is fine and stuff like that. So, Mark Baldwin saying, "Excellent. I am racing my RC10 with Santos tomorrow." That's right. They're racing down at Pit Stop Hobbies, and here's the interesting fact about that: I am going to be down in the Harrisburg area tomorrow. Should I stop in?
No.
Maybe not.
That's not in like the hey, it's it's only 5 minutes away. That's not the case.
Well, how is it? How far is it from Harrisburg? About 20 minutes.
Easily.
Yeah.
It's probably 2 hours.
We should go down there tomorrow, Kirby.
I think I'm going riding bicycle tomorrow.
All right.
Down near Reading.
So yeah, the Joel Johnson, Mark Baldwin saying, I have mine pre-ordered, so sure. I look forward to getting that and see what happens.
I've had more than just you have actually, mentioned that car to me, and they're excited about it.
I'm excited about it because back when Joel was working at Trinity, I tried to buy it off him.
By his World's car?
Yeah, by his World. Oh, shit. How crazy is that? I said, hey, Joel, is there any chance I could buy that off you? I mean,
that's bold.
Yeah. Yeah. He turned me down.
The race.
So what year was that car?
1987.
Oh, there it is. 87. So that would have been competing against like Gold Tub RC10s, huh?
Yeah, and Jason said to me something about, well, I don't know if it looks so great. I'm like, dude, that thing killed. That thing looked way better than that RC10.
RC10 killer.
You know what my friend told me, and we'd have to go way back to look at this, but the Kyosho Ultima, when it was released, the production car, I don't think they ever sold that Joel Johnson, the one that he won the race with, because it actually had a Trinity carbon fiber chassis on
Right.
it. That was on Joel's car, and then they used a body. They used a body from some other car kit. You know, it's a different wing.
So it's kind of like a hodgepodge, like a
Yeah, wheels and tires. The battery was zip tied in the car.
lightweight.
Zip ties hanging below the chassis on the bottom. Anyway, so that's what he was running, but the actual car that they sold was the Ultima with these flat. It basically had an aluminum
The
flat,
tub chassis.
skinny tub chassis with a really small body. It looked more like a buggy, right? That's what Kyosho sold. But my friend was telling me, we'd have to go back to look at this, when they started advertising that car, because it was already out, they advertised it as the next world champion. So
The next world champion?
yeah, they said, because it was before that race. They were advertising the Kyosho Ultima as the next world champion.
Nostradamus.
Wow.
Um,
Dude.
So I haven't looked it up recently, but I'm pretty sure that my buddy told me that that's actually what happened. So
Advertise that in car action?
yes,
It's pretty ballsy.
yeah. So it would have been 86, 87 time range.
I mean, Rick A saying that's a super bold statement. And that is, man. If
It
that's
sure is.
true,
Maybe they had dirt samples of the track.
they
Well,
went around with a
With a
camper and a
wheelbarrow.
wheelbarrow.
if you actually go back and you look at that track,
Right.
Romsey, England.
Which I've been watching recently on YouTube.
If you
Just getting
actually
on.
go back and you look at that track, it was a hard packed, almost grooved kind of track. Like
Really?
it wasn't like a loamy dirt track. It was a hard packed track.
Which was probably kind of like odd for those days.
Yeah, and there's hardly any jumps on it. Like there's very little jumps.
Right.
It has like a big bowl turn. And
Kirby, have you not seen this?
Dirt off road, huh? I don't think so.
It's on YouTube, man. It's great stuff.
So, and Jason Santos adding the comment here that second and third were pretty much production Ultima.
Wow.
And let me see if I can pull this name up. Is it Katsuri Kondo? Something like that. Was a guy that was on the podium, I think, along with Chris Moore, I believe. So
Okay.
the Chris Moore that owns Mugen USA now, the distributor for Mugen USA, he was a Kyosho racer in the old days.
Back in 87?
Yeah, he was actually
He is him.
yeah he was there, and he did really well in those days.
Clearly.
Wow. So he's like the distributor of what now?
Mugen.
He runs
Mugen.
Mugen USA.
Mogan.
Wow. So he signed Mayfield and stuff?
Yeah.
Back in, yeah. Oh, wow. Jeez. That's interesting.
I mean, that wasn't the only good finish that he had. That he raced
That's
a
pretty
lot.
good trivia.
He ran a lot of 8 scale. He was really good at 8 scale. He did a lot of 10 scale.
I mean, listen, Kirby, I'll send you a link to the race. But I mean, look, that's what it was at that time. Just the track is what it is.
Yeah.
But Joel, just worked his magic.
And as I mentioned to Gotti earlier,
What's that?
what I was told about that race, and if you kind of bear with me here for a few minutes, but the first Worlds that Halsey won was in Del Mar, California, right? They're running the holiday buggy tires, RC.
Right.
Holiday buggy tires.
That's what everybody called the rears. They were
Holiday.
Tamiya tires, but they called them holiday buggy tires.
I'll be right back.
I'd love to know where they pulled that name from.
So, and if you watch the video of that race, you'll see that it was another kind of small track, but it was a little loamy. And that's the one Halsey won, but
And that year was
85.
5. Yep.
So then 87, Kyosho, they got Joel in there. They went to a track over there in Romsey. And at this point, Jay was the defending champ. He was there. Cliff Lett was running Associated. He was there. Guys like Jamie Booth. These guys were all badasses in those days.
Yeah.
Amongst others. So just right there, if you just think, Jay Halsey, Cliff Lett, Jamie Booth, then you got Joel Johnson, Chris Moore, and the other guy I mentioned, that's 6 of the 10 A main probably right there. But the track was totally different. But so Joel ran this car that was not really a production Ultima, right?
Was it even like based on the?
Yeah.
Was it like an Ultima with all this different shit?
It was pretty much the Ultima, I believe, front rear suspension, transmission, but it was a different chassis.
Just a carbon fiber chassis plate.
So, so what Jason's saying here is the reason they called them the Holiday Buggy tires is because the car was called the Holiday Buggy. So that makes sense.
I've never heard of that in my life.
So anyway, in the
came up with that name. Go ahead.
So in the 87 world, Joel's running the car that's not really a production car, right? And has Kyosho Gold shocks. It's got a flat Trinity chassis. But the people that ran the race, actually raced there, they told me that what people that weren't racing there didn't know that it was the tires that Joel was running, because he was running Kyosho tires. And they were saying that the tires were very good that Kyosho ran there. And they had 2.0 wheels. So if you look at that car they're re-releasing, it's got 2.0 inch wheels. It's got Kyosho tires. And the car is somewhat prototype, right? The chassis and the shocks are Kyosho Golds and that type of thing. But then, so Associated goes there thinking, hey, we're badasses. We got the RC10. We got the Holiday Buggy tires, whatever.
Defending world champ.
So they kind of get waxed, right? Because they weren't even in the top 3, although Jay was leading, I think, that first main, maybe, if I had to remember. But so what ended up happening, that actually instigated 2 years later, Associated making a 100%, pretty much a 100% prototype car for the 89 Worlds, and Yokomo making 2.2 inch wheels and tires to run in Australia in 89. So you think they started the Worlds in 85. They're running the really small wheels. I don't know if the fronts were 1.5 inches or they're 1. Now they were 1.7 and 1.9 when on the production RC10. So then you go to that Worlds in England. Joel's on 2.0 size wheels, Kyosho tires. You go to the 89 Worlds where the track it's kind of a sweeping turn track again, not a lot of jumps back then.
Detroit.
And then you had then Associated came there with 100% prototype car and Yokomo 2.2 wheels and tires. So that was the build up to the whole thing right there. And that car with Joel probably started a little bit of that war of Associated saying,
one up in each.
Oh, so we want to make prototype cars for the Worlds, and then we want to make prototype tires that only our team can get. Okay, we'll play that game. So then they played that game and they built an all prototype car, all prototype tires. And you get to the 89 time frame in Australia, And Losi is in the picture, right? Really, in '87, I think Gil and Ron Rossetti were at that race, and they were running prototype JRX2s, but I don't think it was out 100% yet or something. So by the time you got to Australia in '89, there was Kyosho. It was associated with their prototype car. There was Schumacher, and then you had Team Losi, which they by then I think they had a long chassis for the car, a long chassis JRX2, but they also brought new tires. They had like their Naturals compound X pattern and 4 rows and rib fronts, and so now you had a little bit of a real war shaping up in '89, and that's kind of leads into the car action episode really that we're having here eventually with the '91 Worlds, because that's 2 years later. So that's where the battle really gets going again. And I think Joel raced the '89 Worlds and Joel raced the '91 Worlds, and then
TQ 91, didn't he?
'93.
That was 93 with the double X.
Yeah.
And then
So close.
Should have.
And then he was at the '95 Worlds. I was telling Gotti that earlier. He was there at the '95 Worlds in Japan, and I believe that was the last one. Yeah, I believe that was the last one he raced, was the '95 Off-Road Worlds. So that's so I think that Joel car, in a sense, and Kyosho with the tires, that's kind of started the war.
Started the prototype ball rolling.
Yep, started the war in a sense,
and led up right up to the '96 Nats with a double X4 that Jason could have stopped in its tracks.
Yeah,
96 Nats.
Yeah,
It's funny. Jason's in Groveland, Florida, and I know the Nats was in Butler, PA, but also right next to it was Grove City, PA.
Grove City, yeah.
Mm.
I did not know
Anyway, yeah,
that. I know it was close to Mars, PA.
for real? Mars?
Yeah, there's a town out there called Mars, PA.
Yeah.
There was,
Wow.
there was a couple fast drivers from out there.
So Rick is saying, I found a pic of Joel's car. Can't send it for some reason. Still haven't found the issue it's in though. I think I'm on the issue right now. I'm kind of browsing through here.
Why don't you just mail it in then? Mail it to the headquarters.
I can't really find anything. It said World's coverage, but in this issue, I'm not seeing anything with World's coverage. So
I mean, '87. It was, yeah. I mean,
this is
you can't expect a
1987.
lot.
I'm in. I think I'm in. You don't see it on your screen right now, but I'm flipping through pages here, and I can't find the Joel's car, but already 87 Worlds. But
it's funny.
I'm looking, guys, so just be patient with me. This might be a long
funny
show.
that Joel replied to your the post you made of that Kyosho car.
Yeah, I'm all excited. I even reached out to Joel. I said, "Hey, look, can you do anything like, give me an auto?" He said, "Sure, no problem." So, autograph something.
He's gonna send you 1 foot of 2-inch wide masking tape to make that paint job.
I'm not doing the paint.
You
Jason
can.
said he thinks the
Trust
stripes
me,
on that
you can do it.
is on a decal sheet. So
Oh, so it's just one color.
it's just one color.
with the new release. Got it.
Right. Yeah. I'm hoping that's the case. But anyway, Jason Santos is going to be building that car for me because I don't have anything, dude. I can't. I got a pair of Nito's pliers and a channel lock wrench. I don't think I can accomplish much with that. So
I could probably build it.
I mean, if you wanna, you can.
However,
but,
I do not want
Santos
to.
would be good to have build that for me.
Yep, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing
When
about
I found out I had to build it, I thought it was gonna come like already built and everything. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! I gotta build this. So I'm really excited about that. I actually was talking to Joel in the chat, and it's really cool. He's gonna send me a little thing for it, like make it special. So
Cool. That's awesome.
um,
Connections, bro.
yeah, that's it, man. I just remember being in his office at Trinity, and I'm like, dude, let me buy this thing. Like, I don't care if it's in a box, because he said it was in boxes in a box at the time, all torn apart.
God, he's like,
I'm like, just
Joel, let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you. Here's $500 back in 2000. That was a lot. So, man, I'm in this. It's really strange because I'm in this December 1997 issue, and it says World's coverage, but maybe it's left out in here. I don't know. I might be in the wrong thing though. So
come on, Chili.
Exit out of this. So, by the way, I'm in this. As you can see on the screen, I'm in RC Car Action Boost. It's called. So you can go if you go into Boost. I think there's a free trial, maybe not. But anyway, it's $50 for the year. And not only do you get all the old RC Car Actions, there's 419 issues so far up to date.
That's sick.
And you could just, I don't know. I have so much fun going through the 80s and 90s and just looking at that stuff. I don't really, the new stuff don't, do it for me. But
I mean, they're only like 10 pages long anyways.
But I've been going through the whole decade, and that's a lot of issues to go through page by page. And as you'll see soon here, we'll get into it. We'll get into that December 91 issue, but it's pretty cool how Boost.
Marquez Butler here says 87 World's coverage was in early 88, he believes.
All right. I don't know why I'm seeing. Okay, I'll go to 88.
Hop in the DeLorean.
So we'll go into 88 and take a look. But yeah, man, I'm super excited about this car. I put feelers out there for me to make sure I didn't miss the pre-order. Now I'm kind of nervous because it's going to be like the PlayStation 5 deal, because I've been reading online where guys are like, oh, scalpers are going to get that up right away. And even though you pre-ordered it, you might not get one. But I did, as soon as Tower Hobbies put it up, a fan of the show messaged me, and I went right in instantly and pre-ordered. So
nice.
I'm hoping I got one. Let's see here. I'm going to take a look.
We'll have to get, once you get that built, let Jason know what hop-up parts J Concepts needs to make.
I don't know if I want to disturb it, though, because it's like everything's original. And if you remember, Kirby, at Trinity, we even had those chassis back in the warehouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those 87. Yeah, like just laying there.
We had Blackfoot sway bar kits.
We had those too. A lot of those. If Marcus could tell me
what month?
Yeah, what month, that'd be great. Joe Zaire says, "What's up, boys? Working on my fifth scale and fifth scale. Oof.
Yeah, I would keep that to yourself.
Yeah, we're out of that. Joe Zaire says, this is another one by Joe Zaire. Yeah, don't tell anybody that. The MX bike is being scalped big time.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
So that's what I'm scared of. I'm going to miss out on this Joel Johnson.
Jason, you could probably get like 2 G's for that Pro Circuit whip.
Might be worth it.
What? Yeah.
The John Lee saying the RC10 versus the Ultima in April 88 is close. All right, let me look through this before I put it up on the screen.
I like how it said in the caption, has the RC10 seen its better days? RC10 versus Ultima.
So let me stop sharing this one. And let me go to this one.
I don't wrench. Sorry, Joe. Jason's like, neither do I.
I don't. I mean, when I'm at work, I'm like today, I was mounting different bodies and getting ready for press releases, and I don't watch anything or listen to anything.
I listen to podcasts when I'm wrenching on my bike.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty popular these days.
can't really pay attention to, can't really watch anything, you know, like
I was telling you earlier, I put on YouTube today, or no, this was a couple days ago, and I listened to that episode.
look at that wing.
Oh my god.
Hey,
That is hurting.
Woo. Damn, that
Gotti.
is high.
Gotti, you need to replicate that. No wonder,
hey,
no wonder Joel won.
hey, but before you see it, look at the guy that got second, Katsusuri Kondo.
Where do you see in this? Oh, okay, yeah, right.
So I was right. And Chris Moore. Look
All
at
right,
that.
so the setting was Romsey, England. The event was IFMAR World Championships. The Kyosho domination of the two-wheel drive mod class was overwhelming. Joel Johnson of the United States crossed the finish line first in his car.
That wing
Question
go.
mark? The Ultima. Kondo finished second, gaining. Man, I did not know that. I even watched it on YouTube. I didn't know Kyosho swept 1, 2, 3.
Neither did I. Had no idea.
Dude, Kyosho rules. How when's the last time that happened, Jason?
That anybody swept the Worlds or Kyosho?
1, 2, 3.
One chassis
Chassis.
manufactured.
I wouldn't be surprised maybe in an 8 scale class that Kyosho could have done it at some point, but 10 scale,
That wing
I
is
think
awesome.
I think the B44, the car that we designed,
Yeah.
I think we got the first B44 got first, second, and third at the 07 Worlds. So that was the associated B44 got first, second, and third there, I think.
Dude, we're never gonna get we're never gonna get to the issue that we planned on. But anyway, RC10 versus Ultima. Look at this. The two-wheel drive top contenders meet head on. And of course, Kyosho came on top.
Hey, zoom in on the bottom left pick of both.
Bottom left
That
right
one.
here.
Yep. Yeah. Are they
Alright,
both
hold on.
buds wing? Oh no. Yo, he's running the bi-level, dog.
Dude, look at this. That is epic, dude. That is epic.
No wonder Joel won. They set their wing up just like his.
I mean, whose car was this?
These are just car
That's a
action
shootout.
cars.
Eh.
Jason, did you ever run a wing that high?
No way.
Oh.
I have a picture on the track of my first RC10, and it looks in better race condition.
Yeah. We need to see that, by the way.
Oh, that was it? Just that little right up there? RC10. What's it say here?
Maybe they go into showing Joel's car after this.
You got the CERN.
Oh, this is back when
Bro.
Car Action, you would read it, and then it would say continue on page 95. This is page 25.
Ah. And the remainder of the article is like a year
Yeah.
away.
Exactly. Yeah.
I forgot about those days. Wow.
Yeah. Mark Baldwin saying the wing looks like it is off a top fuel dragster.
That's facts.
Yeah, Joe's there. We'll get to that question later. Yeah, that was it for that write-up. Wow. Not much there.
Joe, I probably wouldn't sink a dollar into that car.
Was there a world's breakdown of this race? Because that's what I was looking for, not this shootout.
Right. I understand that. maybe this is gonna have to be something off air.
Yeah.
Since
Look at Steve Pond with the afro there.
look at that. What a head of hair on the lad.
Jeez. Wow, he had a lot of hair. Pretty jealous.
Seen him quite a bit down at Trinity headquarters, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I was mentioning that on the other podcast how at least twice a year, maybe, Car Action would come in and have big meetings with Ernie. So anyway, this is 87. I'll stop sharing that. But there we go.
By the way, real quick, the LA night match, he botched a move tough. Big time.
Man.
Big time. Botched it twice.
Well, that's not good.
I have heard. Hey, I
It's
have heard
terrible.
that wrestlers hate that term because they said they say it like he's like, hey, what happens in baseball when a guy misses a ball, a ground ball, or there's an error? He's like, they don't say you botched the whole thing up. He's like, so he's like, it's
Sometimes
like
they say he booted it.
he's like, we're not allowed to make. He's like,
Oh.
it's like we're not allowed to make mistakes. He's like, in every other sport they make mistakes. So
Oh,
Well, every other sport is not predetermined, so I don't want to ruin anybody's fantasy.
What?
okay. Let's just have fun with it, will you guys?
what?
But you gotta see it. It's one of the worst I've ever seen. Anyways,
Bill Collins saying, "Here's a link to the photo of Joe's car, 2009." I don't know. Well, whatever. We're good with it. What else we got here for comments? The wing looks like, yeah, we already got that on. What shirt do you have there, Jason or Kirby? Super. It's blurry.
really, it's
I think
blurry.
Kirby, there you go. Super ultra violence.
But the picture is so it's a Super Mario version of Clockwork Orange.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We've discussed this movie a bunch of times. I don't think you guys watched it.
All right. So anyway, we got off track, but the Joel Johnson Ultima, dude, I am so pumped. It's the first RC car I bought since 97, maybe.
Since when? The double X or the
Double X4.
double X4
I think I bought the Monster
KO
truck
Mars?
after that.
EX1.
Man, I am pumped up, and if I don't get one, I'm gonna be super furious.
You need
So-
high tech links ASAP.
I mean, if a fan of the show gets one and I don't,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
gotta send it to me.
I mean, obviously.
Tyler Hooks is saying, "Does Joel's biggest fan realize the man is racing this week?" I do, man. I realize it. I realize it. I got it up here on the iPad Mini.
Hey,
You're,
you
wa-
haven't let
you're watching
me,
that?
You haven't you haven't let me read off the racers yet.
Well,
Okay, go ahead, Jason. You're allowed to read off the racers.
I
we will allow you.
keep saying that I have this information, and then you just
Well,
I'm
Gotti-
sorry.
Gotti went back to 1936 car actions.
All right,
First
Jason,
round-
give us the A main for the Legends Trinity shootout race that they're having.
the first qualifier was your man Joel Magic Johnson, Ralph Birch, Chris Dosick, Tony Neisinger,
Wow.
Paul Lemieux, Ron Schur, Frank Calandra, and it looks like Josh Cyril actually isn't he's on the list, but he's not racing.
He's not there.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. How is seriously?
Birch, bro.
I'm being serious on this. How, like, Kirby can race anything. How is Kirby Hand not even? I'm serious, Kirby. Like, I'm serious. Like, even these oval races that they're having, or what was that race that I said? How is Kirby not invited to that? Like, was it something that Cutman shared? And I'm like,
Is it Chili Bowl? I don't know.
yeah, or I don't know what it was, but like, I'm serious. Like, if you guys, I just don't get it. Like, Kirby Hand should be invited to anything like legend wise or whatever, because dude, I'm not just blowing smoke. Like, in the early 90s, mid 90s, whatever, Kirby, that was it. Kirby Hand oval. When you heard oval, you thought of Kirby.
But this isn't an oval race.
I know that's not an oval race, but Kirby can handle an on-road race. Kirby can handle an off-road race. I seen him race off-road. He
So
was not only turn left, he could
I
turn
would
left,
like to
right,
point out-
left, right, left, right.
I'd like
Hey.
to point out that the top four in that first qualifier were all on-road world champions.
So is this race on road?
Yeah,
Okay. What carpet?
I think it's carpet.
Sedan?
I think
It's
it's
carpet.
Well,
It's carpet.
12 scale.
Oh, all scale. Okay, okay.
You can handle it, Kirby. That's not a
Could bust out.
issue.
Could have got your Joel Magic carpet right out of the closet and build it.
Well, I don't have all the parts for that.
Hey.
Even when I worked at Trinity, I still did not get the parts for that magic carpet. Right?
It's hung up in warranty still.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
Hey, Ralph Birch for a while ran oval. He was working for PTI Hyperdrive. And
I remember the cars.
And during that time, I was sponsored by those guys, so I ran Hyperdrive for a little bit. And Ralph was a monster on oval, also.
Yeah, he ran a lot of 8-scale on road.
Gas, yeah.
And that was Gene Hustings' original, like, that's the man right there, Ralph Birch.
Yeah.
Like an 8-scale on road, and Mike
Phenom.
Yeah, and he's run everything. I don't think he's run a lot of off road, if any off road, but I think he tried running a little 8-scale because he worked for RC America for a while with X-Ray. He tried a little 8-scale. I don't think he ever seriously was competitive or anything, but I think he played around with it a little bit.
Wakanda.
So, let's intro your car action here, Gotti.
Well, first get into a little bit of the Wicked Weekend. We did do a
It was a 45-minute intro.
Yeah, it was a 45-minute intro. But people love the long shows. Like we did a 3-hour one. I think you were on it, Kirby, when we went past midnight.
Hey, I love long podcasts.
Yeah. And we got messages. I'm glad the long podcasts are back because I think people listen to them while they work or whatever, traveling.
Driving. Yep.
And yeah, I never understood the complaint that that podcast is too long. It's 3 hours. Just pause it and come back to it later.
Yeah,
but whatever. And I know Jason's probably want to get rolling here, but Wicked Weekend we did a watch along, but we got it on the buggy end when we missed the truck, right, Jason Truggy?
Correct.
But man, we caught a hell of a race with the buggy. Dakota passing Seth Van Halen, as I like to call him, right at the last lap. It was a hell of a race. We did a little watch along, so if anybody's listening and want to go back, go to YouTube, watch that. Jason breaks it down as the race is happening. But pretty successful weekend, right?
Oh yeah, I mean we did really well as a team there, J Concepts. I mean we won. Obviously, Mayfield won the Truggy class. Dakota ended up winning the 8-scale buggy on the last lap over Seth, and then Seth won the e-buggy class. We also won the intermediate buggy and Truggy, and one of the sportsman classes. I can't remember. And maybe one of the 40 plus with Brandon Melton. So I mean, overall, it looks like we ran. We won. I have to reference the race report. Maybe 7 classes, something like that. So, yeah, the Truggy main was pretty cool. I watched that earlier before we did the other. Before we did the Nitro Buggy main. But the Nitro Buggy main was the one I think everyone was wanting to watch because.
I don't know if you saw, Kirby. It was the last lap, and probably would you say the last turn or not the last turn? But
they made it to the center of the track, to the kind of the
middle
decision
of the lap.
maker. The decision making lap or section was they had some landmines or moguls, and the guys would go in there, and that's where that's where the chaos happened. And Dakota kept it on the wheels. I think he actually flipped and kept it on the wheels, and that's how he ended up winning.
Yeah, I mean, Seth was right behind him. They're all both flipping. I think they were both flipping, and Dakota just landed on his wheels and took off. But Dakota, the experience, I don't know. Seth probably felt the pressure a little bit, but Dakota was right on his bumper the whole time on that last lap.
Yeah,
it was just crazy.
It was an amazing finish there. And what's funny is we kind of fell asleep a little bit on it because we were off on some tangent. And I was like, wait a second. I'm like, Dakota's right behind him.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, I watched it back and I'm like, yeah, we were kind of talking about something else, and all of a sudden we're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, it turned into a wicked battle in the last couple laps there.
John Lee saying Surf's Up section got him.
Yeah, and that would probably be a good reference to the surf subsection, which is what we're going to get into on this 91 Worlds. They have a big section on there called the surf subsection.
In Detroit, huh?
Detroit.
Who would have thought they'd been surfing in Detroit? That's crazy.
That I want to say that's the photo they used for the cover.
It's a pretty cool action shot for a cover.
Yeah, what's amazing about it is it's so blurry, but tells such a good story. All you see is Masami upside down. He was car 1, and you got Kyle Reed number 2 going in the lead there, and that's Rick Velo. Rick Velo with the number 3 car.
Okay,
so Masami upside down, Kyle in first.
Dude, I don't know why, for such a simple paint job, Kyle Reed and Jack Johnson's stuff, like, it was
awesome.
Obviously, like, I don't know if I want to say iconic, but you knew who's, like, it was very distinct whose paint job that was. Simple, tasteful, but, like, that's a good looking paint job,
I love them. Yeah, I like that paint job. All of them, and they kind of used a similar style, different colors, and yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was really cool, like you're saying. Just
they almost look like it was almost planned because they were kind of similar and kind of similar colors, but different, primary. It was cool.
Yeah, and I mean, just that cover. I mean, just to me was amazing. You got Masami's stealth car in the bottom left corner, sneak peek, and then the blurred shot of the cars coming through, and at the top right corner you got the Junior T, man,
right there.
Losi
smoking Junior T.
Smoking.
Relax, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rick Velo. What RC10 also?
Well, yeah, this is, to me, so this would be the continuation of that battle because, we talked about how the 89 Worlds was the Associated shows up with 100% prototype car. Yokomo shows up with the 2.2 wheels and tires. Losi basically just had a longer wheelbase car, different kick-up, and then Losi tires. So we get to this Worlds in 91. Associated comes back again with another 100% prototype car, not the same as the one from 89. Losi, this is their prototype double X with the prototype Hydrodrive. And then Losi had special tires at this race. Yokomo had special tires, and Proline had special tires at this race.
Jesus.
So this was when the battle was probably, probably at the height. This is probably the height of the battle.
Was there a better two-wheel drive front tire than the Losi 4.0? One rib.
Well, what was really ironic is I think that was probably the best-selling front tire and probably in general the one to run. But all these early races nobody used that front tire at these races. It was always they were running a pin style front tire. Like Halsey won the first World with a pin front tire.
Gotcha.
I can't remember Joel's fronts. They might have been rib fronts actually. But then 89, Masami was running a pin front tire. You can see here he's got a pin front tire. And then that front tire that's on Kyle Reed's car was a prototype tire in this picture. It is a rib tire, but it's not the iconic 4 rib. They made a special front front tire for this race. And that car, actually, that Losi car is really cool too.
But as far as front tires go in two-wheel drive,
See how it has one center rib? That tire only has one center rib on it.
yeah,
Right.
And, the others were 4 ribs. So this was a special front tire for the actual.
Oh, okay.
everybody and their mom ran the 4-row ribs. All
Oh,
the
yeah.
Associated guys ran them.
Oh, yeah. We ran them all. I ran
was-
them every
and-
week.
It's crazy, like how good, how much better a tire is, right? I mean, Proline probably tried to replicate that, or
Yeah.
what was it, the wide fives? I remember those.
Yeah, I mean, it really didn't officially overtake. It took until about 96, 97 before Proline had a front tire that was competing.
That their drivers ran.
So what's interesting here is you see that Masami's car has yellow stickers on the wheels here.
Yep.
Which this
Besides
is
white.
This is a badass photo. But see, he doesn't have the Yokomo tires on it in this photo in the front. So he was trying a different front tire here.
Are they like separated, like a ribbed that's segmented?
I don't know what actually is on the car there.
Huh.
But when you get further into this issue, when they show Kinwald's car, you can see that there was a prototype Proline front tire. So you just see all kinds of prototype stuff left and right.
Yeah, just throwing everything at the wall.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
remember-
great photo.
Oh yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I wish there was a better photo of that shot of the car with the yellow. Yeah, like as Jason's saying, it could be a Schumacher stagger with the spikes. They had one that had a rib and spikes on it.
It looked more ribby than spiky.
Oops, I'm sorry. There we go. Over here, it looks, you can see it better over there, but
Unless it was just crop shitty, I mean, we're talking
1991.
91. I mean, that's crazy.
Yo, look at those shock collars, bruh.
I think KO Pro. I think back in the day, I was like, oh, I'm KO Pro.
God, he's like, I'm gonna run their stuff.
Yeah. What did Joel run in '87? Like, you think I would be following
Joel ran?
him?
Did Joel run KO at some point, or was he always Aerotronics?
Man. Well, I know he was Aerotronics at one point because I seen an
Yes.
ad.
The 3PJ, I remember the 3PJ ad.
So Aerotronics
wait,
came out.
Sorry, 3PS.
Okay. Yeah. So Aerotronics came out with commercial or advertisement with Joel holding the what was it back in the 90s? M8?
CS2P.
No, Aerotronics.
I'm going back to the
3PS.
80s.
3PS was it? Or no, the M8.
Caliper.
So anyway, he was holding it, and I was like, "Oh, if Joel has that, I gotta get it." That's it. It's crazy, but
XL2P.
This
Dude,
is another good shot to the right here.
right here.
Right. That.
Okay, hold on. Let me just. It's kind of hard to. So
I
anyway,
think- So to me, this is the reverse angle.
Is that
Oh,
Traxxas TRX1?
Yeah, it is.
Bro, I'm a student.
So what?
where over here? Oh, to the right.
The
This-
white and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Traxxas car.
Damn. Yeah. Traxxas.
But
In the watch,
this,
baby.
this photo is the reverse image of the cover shot.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, look at the cover. Look
back,
at the
it's the
cover.
backside.
Oh, okay.
So look at the cover and then look
Right.
at this photo.
It's the reverse angle.
The reverse angle.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Poor Traxxas couldn't make the freaking front page.
Yeah. What? The,
Yes, that they got cropped out.
they got cropped down.
Jason, who would have been running that?
I believe it's Scott Montgomery is who is running that car.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember that dude. Yeah.
I remember him, Scott Montgomery, and Lil John Walters.
Little John Walter.
Because Lil John Walters ran East Coast Motors a few times.
Oh yeah, there you
He
go.
ran quite a bit. He ran.
Let me talk to you.
Oh, let me talk to you.
Look at that. Look at the
So-
Traxxas.
Hey,
Is he,
pointing the wrong way.
is he going the wrong way?
It is the wrong way. But you can
poor guy.
see there was some chaos. Hey, so but think
Some
about this.
Jawas.
But no, think about this. This is how the scene is probably taking place here.
Okay, go ahead.
Think about this. Masami is TQ,
On his
and
lead.
he's upside down.
Where's Joel?
Joel was at this race, but I don't think he was necessarily near the A main here.
Non-factor.
Somebody was cheating.
I think he was in the D main actually.
What?
Probably
Stop
radio.
trying to bury Joel. Every time I bring up Joel to Jason in chat, he's trying to bury him.
Message him, ask him where he was at in the
I
91.
Hey, Joel, where were you at in the 1991
Joel.
World
We're
Series?
having an intense conversation about this right now.
All right, I'll message him right now, see if he responds. But he comes on
Joel.
Facebook like twice a year.
Joel,
Yeah.
with all due respect.
With all due respect, we think you're in the D main. So, so back to my original story. Masami obviously rolls over. This is the start of a main. Masami obviously rolls over going into the turn, and Kyle's number 2. He goes by Velo number 3, and then Montgomery here is he either hit Masami or trying to avoid him, and that's why he's going backwards.
Counter steer, yeah.
So
I had okay, I messaged him. We'll see if he comes back on. Marcus Butler is saying the Kyosho Triumph didn't perform well at the 91 Worlds.
No.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, I mean it was
It's
well.
a great
I
name.
think
Wait a minute, was Joel running the Triumph?
no, he was not.
I was gonna say he wasn't.
So it
running
went
the
from Ultima
Okay,
and then Triumph.
No, he was running the Losi car here, and he had the new double X prototype.
But I'm saying the Kyosho Ultima, then their next two-wheel drive car was called the Triumph.
That's right. Yep.
God, what a good name.
I don't
My
understand.
my favorite Wu-Tang song is Triumph.
Oh, okay.
That's why
All
that
right.
rules. Yeah.
I just didn't understand the name back then. I was like, Triumph?
Yeah, back then it's like, what? What are we living in castles or some shit?
Yeah.
They definitely didn't triumph anything with that car. That's for sure.
Ugh. So
All
Jason,
right. Well,
that Worlds 91 Worlds, you said Hydro Drive came out.
That was the prototype.
That was a prototype. So no, the only people that had that was Losi guys.
That's right.
right.
Got it. Okay.
All right. So this is this showing up okay on your screen? I know it's a little blurry in some spots, but
It's very zoomed in, but yeah, it shows up good.
so anyway, I just want to make sure
Advantage.
everybody knows I am using Car Action Boost. So if you go to caraction.com, you can sign up for their it's Car Action Boost Ultimate if you want to. You can also sign up for a I want to say free version, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I paid $50 for the year. And they have all the publications, all the old ones, 400 and some odd issues. And then they also have special interviews. Like they even did an interview with Jason Rona. It's only available on Boost. So there you go. Check out Car Action's Boost section. They did not sponsor this show. We just are doing it on our own.
Can't believe Chili didn't hook you up with that.
That's all right. No, I don't.
joke.
I don't mind. Yeah. I don't mind. paying
Cheater
for it.
racing, bro.
Listen, Car Action was very kind to me throughout the years when I was growing up, and
They
I
weren't
do not mind throwing some
They weren't
50
kind.
bucks a
You bought
year
the-
their way.
Hey, scroll left there. Let me see this
Yeah.
cheetah ad.
But you want to see what scroll left?
yeah,
Cheetah.
It's oval stuff.
Were you ever part of Cheetah?
Hell no.
who owned who ran Cheetah
Like
back then?
right here. Brian Regal.
I
There's
believe that.
Bro,
Yeah.
there's a perfect example. If anybody was running cheetah stuff, it was Brian Regal.
Brian Regal, right?
Yo,
So this is the split Ultima front end. This is the ultimate front end for the associated SS10L. Split crossbar allows separate setting for caster for all the competitive old racing.
I don't even remember the flex we're in. I'm trying to get a beat on. It's so hard to see. I think
Flex, really? I'm zooming in here.
no, no, the picture of it.
Oh,
Mono ball. It looks like it had
yeah, you can't see that.
okay, where the T-bar mounted on the pod, there were pivot balls on those mounts, which was different than your standard 10L.
Okay.
It's gimmick.
So we don't know who ran Cheetah front end
Nah.
or Cheetah. Jason, do you know?
No,
Should I say own Cheetah?
I had no idea.
Yeah, no clue either. I don't even know what state they would have been in.
It says California.
Well,
I was
maybe
gonna
it says
say, I
right
bet
here.
there's an address and a phone number.
Granada
Hold on.
Hills.
Cheetah Racing,
Granada.
Granada Hills, California.
Hold up, I'm writing that down. I want to get a catalog.
Here's the phone number 818-366-366. I can't read it because the only problem is when I zoom in, it kind of gets blurry. 2683. So
Okay.
366-2683 if you want to call them and see if any of this product is still available from Cheetah Racing. That would have been cool if they did that. And then right next to that ad for you audio listeners, God bless you guys. But anyway, for the audio listeners, just head over to YouTube or Facebook. Search Radio Unpound.
Vantage.
Vantage came out. This is 1991. Charge to victory with the digital charger linear charger.
Jason, you ever had one of
$150.
those? What was your go-to charger?
I think the first competition charger I had was the first turbo charger. Competition Electronics, the
Yeah,
small white,
The small one, pre-Turbo 30. Yeah.
Yep.
That's not nice. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but
Yeah,
checking
whoever-
in from YouTube. We're getting a lot of YouTube.
Whoever
We're
it is.
starting to grow our
I'm
YouTube
not
channel. I
sure.
never promote it. Nobody even knows it's there. But he says, let's get to the 91 Worlds, bro. No one cares about Oval. Oh, jeez. That's not nice. That's not nice. We're going through the whole car action there, Scratchy, whatever your name is.
Slap nuts.
The fastest
one.
motor money can buy. This is the fastest motor money can buy. You thought Trinity was the fastest? Well, look at this. Mach 1 super modified racing motors
Look at that
produces up to
RPM.
60,000 RPMs.
Why is that not on my radar, Jason? I don't know.
This is
No
the
idea.
Let's see where they're
No,
from.
no, no. Look at hand built by somebody. Let's look. Jim
wait,
Greenmar.
where was that at?
Big Jim Greenmar, hand built.
Holy
Oh,
moly. Yes. Each motor is hand built by Big Jim Greenmeyer. Built for quality racing motors since 1978. How have we not known about this?
Mach 1. How do you not have a 13 triple in there? What the hell?
That's amazing, dude.
Westminster, Cali. Where's that at, Jason?
11. They had 11 turn double, 12 turn triple, and a 13 turn double, and 14, 15, 16. Yeah, what did you say was missing, Kirby?
13 triple was like, I don't know. I love me a 13 trip. Big Jim, bro.
Steve Scratchy equals Steve and part of my last. Okay. Well, anyway.
These old
All right. Well, I
arcade
never heard of
dudes.
them. I never ran that motor, so I don't know.
Keep flipping.
Jason
All
had that
right,
in the
we'll keep
junior
flipping.
T.
We'll keep flipping and get through this for you guys. This is tech tips. Sometimes there's real funny ones in
Hey,
here.
if there's a candle involved, you know it's good.
Where's that at? Oh, right here.
First
Okay.
one, but first left. Yeah.
Yep. So this
Candle.
is now it might come up a little blurry, so I don't understand that because
That's fine. We're
That's
not
fine.
worried about perfection on this shit.
so here we go. Latch repair. So try this battery cover latch of your Hornet. Wait. All right, we shouldn't spend any time on this, but we're going to. Try this if the battery cover latch of your Hornet pops open at the slightest procuvation because the latch is worn or bent back.
Oh,
Remove the hatch and hold the inside face of the latch over a small flame. You see the candle there with the flame.
a citronella.
I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a
Keep the bugs
Hold
away.
gently bending it forward as the plastic softens.
All right.
When the plastic has cooled, it will be back. I can't even get through this. It'll be back when yeah. Anyway.
You got a hornet. You're hurting, bro. Hey,
Parts
you know what was a good? This would have been one of the better tech tips for a car action ad that we used racing, and it came from Mike Boylan.
Oh, our friend Mike
So,
Boylan.
When your ball ends and ball cups had a little play, like it's a little sloppy, a little worn out, pop them off. You put a plastic bag over it, pop the ball end on and then rip it, and then just that little bit of plastic in there to take up a little slack.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's a cool little
Jason,
tip.
you ever use that?
I remember the trick. I don't think I did it, but I remember that trick.
We called
All
it the bitch hitch.
Wow.
I like it.
Yeah. Miami Sound Machine. Let's get it.
All right, so we get into this other part of the page here, and Team Sound Machine. So apparently, Gloria Estefan was into RC racing at one time, and
I don't think that's actually correct.
well, that's not factually correct, right? But the car action made it sound like it. I remember flipping through this page, and I was like, back in the day, Gloria Estefan was. What is what it is.
Big time stuff.
Yeah. And I was like, now this is where it gets a little blurry. I mean, when I zoom in and out, I don't understand that. But oh wait, now we're gonna get a copyright hit. Now turn that off. Turn that off. So anyway, Jesus. I forgot about that song.
Banger, dog.
So Gloria Estefan of Miami Sound Machine has serious aspirations of becoming a world-class RC car driver. She prefers stadium trucks, and of course she drives an RC10T. So Jason, give us a little background to this photo here with Gloria Estefan.
Well, I
have
think
no idea.
No, I know this guy, JD Beckwith.
Well, you know him, but
yeah. I believe that he just bumped into her at like the, what was the
Knuckle Sports Bar?
No, the cafe. Like
that was in Chicago. That was in Chicago.
What was the popular cafes back then?
Oh boy, I really don't know, to be honest with you. Does it say
Cafe?
Which one?
Mick Cafe.
No, Hard Rock. Cafe.
Oh, Hard Rock Cafe. I think that's still popular. What are you talking about?
It's not.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Yeah. So,
right.
Yeah, I believe this picture was from a Hard Rock Cafe.
Planet Hollywood, bruh.
And JD, bumped into her there and just took the photo. And they put it, he's probably sent it to Car Action. Or maybe what happened is during the 91 Worlds, this photo was kind of making its way around while they were doing the 91 Worlds, and the guys were like, hey, that's cool. And they put it in the magazine. So that's what I think.
Imagine back then you have that photo. You could just run with a rumor for like a good 2 months until.
Well, I remember flipping through the magazine. I think I seriously thought she was in the race.
I meant like her and JD or a thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I was trying to convince friends in high school that, hey, look, Gloria
cool
Stefan's involved in RC. Yeah.
Look at how cool this is.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean,
I was at one of her clubs in Miami. I told you guys that, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah. After a paintball event in Miami, would have been in 2005.
Wow. Pretty cool.
Laser.
Is she still around, like still doing anything or no?
I don't know.
She's still racing the stadium truck? All right. Let's see.
I mean,
here.
Jason had the update on Bud Bartos, so why don't you give us an update on Gloria Estefan?
I think she's still around.
I'm
Sweet.
joking. I'm joking. Let's Google how old she is. Continue.
All right. So we're real slowly getting through this, but you know what? Actually, this is not a big issue, but we're having fun.
Gloria
Here.
Estefan is 65 years old.
Bro.
Wow, 65.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, oh man.
There you go.
All right, so we have a Kyosho laser there. I think this is just the laser's design is well proven because there's two new versions. They have a sport version. Anyway. All right, we'll scroll to the next page.
So I
real
think
quick.
what ended up happening here is
Yeah.
so
TX1, baby.
so when you go back to you don't have to go back, but I think
Jason's like, please don't go back.
what happened with the laser there, see how the laser, that was like Kyosho's next big 4-wheel drive off-road car. And at this Worlds that's coming up, the 91 Worlds,
Eventually.
a lot of the Losi guys, if not all the Team Losi guys, raced the laser 4-wheel in the 4-wheel drive class. And then a lot of, like Joel, he went to the Team Losi 2-wheel. So
Gotcha.
this is little John Walters checking in.
Wait, this is Little John
Yeah.
Walters?
No!
Oh my god.
Yes!
This is crazy.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, that
Team
is so
Traxxas,
awesome.
baby. Hell yeah.
No way.
We're jacked now.
Fucking A, dude.
I mean, the only thing can make this better is
I'm
Joel
te-
Johnson showing up.
I'm telling you, John
Well, let's see if
Walters
he
was on my
responds.
radar because East Coast Motors. I ran for East Coast, and you look through the magazine, the results, like, oh, there's a guy running East Coast. He's on my radar.
Hey, John Walters is still
That's
kicking.
so
There we go.
sick.
We don't.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Little John Walters.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
East Coast Motors.
That is so sick.
Hey, so you never know who listens to this pod.
I know. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Guess we got more than 10 listeners.
Yes, we know that. If I had a dollar for every time I said the team to watch on this podcast, that'd be
So
amazing.
there we go. There's
Yeah, there you go. TRX1.
So there's the now we got another guy checking in here.
Now we got.
Oh, Mark
I never heard-
Pavitas.
Hey Mark, this is what our Friday nights have come to, right?
With the Radio Impact podcast, Jason's Friday nights is just right down. He's man. I should have went to those Warren hats.
I had to I just mobile ordered some Chick-fil-A while we're online.
Oh, here we go. Jason's gonna skip out in about 15 minutes.
No. I'll still talk, but I'll take the camera off.
All right. John Walters. Mark Pavitas, old school. Yeah, he's definitely old school.
So now we have a guy, Mark Pavitas. He was in the A main at this race in the 91 Worlds. So
That we'll eventually get to.
we'll eventually get to. And he had the stealth
Slowly.
car.
Oh,
He
look
was-
at that shit.
What? What?
That Tomy 4-wheel drive.
Dude, I know. This is what I asked Jason, and I messaged him
What?
the other day.
Okay,
I said,
what happened to that?
I know, dude. Like, how awesome to be if Tommy was just like.
Jason, you got any insight on that?
I just remember I remember a couple guys showing up with this at the At the beauty race.
dude.
Dude, Adonis. Dude, I would do anything to get this car. Well, not anything.
Okay, Santos. If you ain't got a Tomy Adonis, bro.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Santos, if you can get me a Toby Adonis,
He will show up at pit stop.
I will show up to pit stop even early. I'll show up and I'll just be there waiting for you to show up with my Adonis to race. I guarantee you I'll be there. Guarantee you.
Got it. Scroll to the bottom of that page. What is that a Corrali oval car?
Yeah. Did you run for
Wow.
them on oval?
No, sir. I don't that does not even
Dude,
wow.
this guy Richie's saying that there is a Facebook group for the Tomy 4-wheel drive.
Jesus. That's like
dude.
You want to talk about like the 10th technology Predator, how scarce that is.
Right.
That Tommy's a different level, I would think, right?
Dude, I want to race that Tommy so bad. You have no idea. I mean, I just want to race out of pit stop hobbies. Santos, make that happen. How about Santos is saying, how about a Tamaya Manta Ray?
Nope.
Well, that's no, I need a Tommy. Tommy, what was it again? Tommy
Adonis. Adrian
Adonis.
Adonis.
Adrian Adonis. That's easy to remember.
That's
God
great.
damn. He was a great wrestler. All right. So
Let's look at this Traxxas car above here.
oh, sorry. Okay. I was just looking at the right here, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're doing a little spotlight here on the Traxxas that made the main at the Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good looking car, dude.
God, look at this. Bill Collins is giving me a link for the Tommy Adonis. Jesus Christ. This is amazing, dude. I am having a blast with this. Old school is what I'm about. I think, you know what? Old school is what I'm about. I'll be racing that shit.
You're my boy, Blue.
All right, Jason, go ahead.
The track looks super groomed in this photo. Like they just got done with like a
Breaking
zoom
it.
groom, like a zoom groom. It looks like you can see like tractor tires.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
You can see the tractor tires on the dirt there. The old school they used to use wood for the see the wood sticking in the dirt there.
No pipes back then.
Grass infield.
Just shearing off A-arms.
And in front of them, that's a Schumacher car there in front
Is
of
it?
them with the
Look
triangle.
at the,
Well, of course it
shocks
is.
just laying in.
Of course it is a Schumacher.
It's probably Jurgen.
Wow.
Shooey.
Does it say her? Or was this just a T?
No, it's just a TRX highlight.
So it was called a Talon for a day. For one day, it was called a Talon in the October scoop of Car Action.
You know what's really bizarre?
So
They
Go
have
ahead.
a tire. Traxxas has a tire now called the Talon.
wow.
So
Because
back
here
when
it says
they couldn't use it.
yeah, it says, well, as it turns out, Traxxas couldn't use the name and is now called the TRX1.
Hey, my first official like decent RC car was a Traxxas Blue Eagle.
Damn.
Seriously? Back in
Yep.
What was this? 90?
Here it says, as you see it shares the Blue Eagle. Yeah, it was Blue Eagle was just basically a larger version. Obviously, it was a truck.
Okay.
Santos, I need a Blue Eagle, bro.
All right, so we got man, that Tommy car, dude. I mean, I can't believe they got it in the RC. This is amazing. Look at that car, dude.
I remember Greg Hodap had one at the 90,
Really?
at the 93 Reedy race.
That's amazing.
No shit. Do you think he still has it, Jason?
I don't think he has got a lot.
Well,
of
I guess.
stuff.
Man, imagine if Joel racing Tommy. Damn.
Hey, how did he do with that car, Jason?
Not very good.
Ah,
Well, maybe it was the driver.
way to burst our bubble. Yeah, it was probably us. You're right.
Let's see. The car looks laserish. It says here in the article, with the twin belts driven by the central motor counter gear setup. What the hell does this mean? If anybody out there knows how to get one of these things, please contact me. I've been in touch with Tommy here in the US and I got a runaround.
Yeah.
I can only assume that American market is too small for them. Damn. Santos, give me some info on this. All right, let's get going here.
Yeah, Santos.
Oh,
Look at that bad boy.
what's this article about? I'll just get started in RC. Kyosho Turbo Raider we got here. All right. The Astute, remember that thing?
So this is like
Oh,
what
yeah.
a two-wheel buggy, like what was available two-wheel buggy wise.
Right.
Yeah, like a
Dude, this guy, Richie's saying that Tommy car is legit.
yeah.
So let me ask you, Richie, am I able to purchase this Tommy car at all? I mean, I'm sure it costs a fortune, but let me know. All right, so we go into the reader rides.
Get at me.
Yeah, get at me. Though nothing compares to the Joel Johnson
Oh,
87. God, I
Jason
can't
is
wait to
all
get
about
that.
that thing.
If I don't get that car, I tell you what, I'm ending this podcast. All
Let's
right.
Sent
yeah.
in by Jason Rona. What the?
Yeah, look at this. Reader Rides, Super
Oh.
Hauler sent in by Jason Rona.
I recognize a car in this reader ride.
This one here?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
this one here?
Far right. The
Far right.
711 Eastern Dirt Modified. That guy. Look at. Okay, here you go.
Oh, shit.
Schuylkill Haven, PA.
Okay.
He raced at Chris. There it says, Dirt Oval Class at Cressona Mall Speedway. That's
Oh, I
where I
remember
started
that.
racing.
Dave has added a Futaba radio and speed control and a Trinity Joel Johnson stock motor.
I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
is there any other Joel Johnson references we can get in here or what?
Yeah. Take a shot for every time you hear Joel Johnson's name.
Yes. Like that was a very distinctive body. And when I turned the page and saw that in car action, I'm like, no effing way.
So while we were chatting, we were looking at those two-wheel fronts on Masami's car at the beginning. Brad Ralph sent me a photo of what they could be. Was a Proline made a two-row pin or two-row spiked front tire that he just sent me a picture of that was from that race. So, so they had multiple fronts apparently at this race because once you get later in the issue, there's one on Kinwald's car that's a different spiked front.
Okay. Well, that's cool, Kirby. I didn't really even know that. There's Schuylkill Haven, PA. There you go.
Yeah, out in Cressona. Santos says he still has a handout motors from Cressona, which was a freaking Mabuchi motor. That's what we ran in the
540.
stock class. A Mabuchi, like obviously you couldn't touch it. It was bolted in and go.
It was hand wound by Mr. Mabuchi. All right,
stop and go racing. Yeah.
So then in this issue, you had the Christmas wish list, which wow.
Ooh, what oval is that?
I guess you wished that you had the Thunderdrome back in your backyard. Look at this. Thunderdrome in your backyard. That's a Christmas wish list.
Never
look at the banking. You didn't even have to turn.
Jesus.
Those were, dude. I raced in 2 velodromes and it was something else.
Do not lift.
I mean, the banking was like obviously you can see it was nuts. Yeah, they're made for road cycling.
Right. I was watching YouTube videos of it this weekend, and last weekend, but I don't know. It just seemed too big.
It was. It was like it was a freak show.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Now this is like just the photo right here.
Yeah. I mean, that thing looks so.
This is what you dream of for people.
Part of my French. That thing looks titties.
TQ at the Worlds.
I mean,
setting the paint. He's set it in the TQ position. It's got a little dirt on the tires. That's like the quintessential like badass. I'm a badass photo right there. Car's clean still, hasn't been rolled over. Tires a little dirt, nothing on the wheel dots.
His likeness on the front shock tower.
Yeah, you got his picture on the shock tower.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, look at that.
The funky paint on the roof, like the KO like mask thing.
Yeah.
He was down. He was down for KO. There ain't no doubt about it.
Oh yeah. Hardcore.
I'll tell you what. That's one thing Masami did, dude. He showed some love with the decals. Good golly.
Yeah,
look at that.
Like even sometimes conflicting companies, he put them on there.
I think there's a rip decal on there, by the way.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Yeah.
Quick zoom out.
He foresaw he knew the Radio Impound podcast was coming around soon.
Yeah, and then you got like
10 years away.
The ugly, like, here, put these stickers on your car, the big ones.
Right. Yeah, well, you had to do that, right? In case your transponder failed.
Yeah. And as you can see, there's the transponder clip right below the front windshield.
Yep.
Yeah, little John Walters is saying he drove with his feet and still was fast in Detroit. Yeah, I think we'll see a photo of that in here. I was browsing through this episode and they showed him driving with his feet. Whatever.
That's crazy.
Still wasn't good as Joel.
Oh,
Let's see.
oh.
Hey, did we get a response from Joel what Mania was in yet?
Let me look here. I don't
No.
think Joel. I mean, like I said, Joel checks his Facebook twice a year. So
Actually, I would probably have a better if I message him on Strava app, which is like the cycling app.
yeah, you'd probably have a better chance than that.
Yeah.
But Joel did get back to me on like when I was talking about him today, how I pre-ordered it and stuff, and I asked him a certain thing. He got back to me. So, but he's busy at that Thunder race thing.
He's just busy being a legend at a race.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like, sorry, guys.
All right, well, let's turn the page here.
Soaker.
Apparently, somebody came out with Super Soakers.
I had the blue one, dude. That thing was so sick.
Did you seriously?
Yeah, I did.
Huh?
Do you remember how big? Like, you
Yeah,
obviously you were older than me in that age, but
I
dude,
was.
those things, those were so like just
Popular.
light years ahead of any other squirt gun. I mean,
Oh.
look at the damn thing.
Destroyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, those things were sick.
Yeah. So we used to, when I had my Geo Tracker back in the day, I had
Yeah.
I had the top that was able to, you didn't have to take the whole thing off, but you could just take the sunroof top.
Yeah.
You're able to pull it back. So anyway, me and my buddy would go around town with the Super Soaker, and he would sit up through the top and just
Jason, can you
Squirt the hell
visualize
out.
this?
yeah.
Rolling through Berwick, just lighting people up.
Yeah, exactly.
Lavco.
Lavco.
I still think that Lavco logo. Is
I
one
was
of the
just
coolest-
gonna say that,
was
Jason.
one of the coolest.
Oops.
The color choices with the white, light blue, dark blue. I mean, that was like the factory logos.
Such a good looking logo. So simple.
Yeah.
Like almost
It just-
kind of like Trinity had the 3 circles. Like it just
Yeah.
looked so clean and good.
Yeah, I could buy that.
I don't
Still
think I
not as
owned
good as
a Lavo-
Trinity's,
a
but
Lavco product ever, but it was like those things are sick.
I had
just-
that. I had that dyno.
Did you
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
wow. Did it work good?
I mean, that it sounded just like that. Yeah.
Turbo 30.
So it
Turbo
says here,
30.
if you want to squeeze all the performance you can out of your motors, a dynometer is necessary. Well, a necessity. The sport dyno. Oh wait, this is a sport dyno? Has all the Lavco Pro dyno features. Oh, this is a sport. Nah, we don't want that.
Oh no, we had the Pro dyno,
All
Why
right, yeah,
did
we
they
want
even
the Pro
release
one.
a sport,
and I had
Yeah,
this
we
Turbo 30, which I'm sure a lot of people.
bro.
have.
The Turbo 30.
Yeah, don't release a sport. Okay, what's this here now? Turbo
That thing's
30.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that thing just speaks for itself, right?
We had those double stacked.
Yeah. If you were cool, you had a double stack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had that with the what was Jason? What was the power supply company that had like the cool ass heat sink fins?
Powergate.
Rivergate.
Rivergate.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
it, Rivergate.
those things were sick.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
dude.
I guess you had to have this back then, right? Kirby, the Ungar race
Yeah.
station.
Oh, yeah, like,
UTC 300.
now it's like, what is that? Kids these days will never understand.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys don't use that anymore, Jason?
Yeah, we use soldering irons, but not that one.
What do you use now?
The
Just
one
a
that was
regular hardware?
There
Around-
actually LRP made one for a while that was really nice. Like it heated instantly. It was hotter than an Unger.
Lies.
So
All right. Well, gear it up. We don't really need to mess around with that.
Do more.
Oh, here we go.
So what he said here. So
Histoire.
well, before you
Oh.
got a question or a comment here.
It's French.
Do I have to go back?
Yes.
No. You don't have to go back.
Jason's
Oh.
like, no. No.
All right. We're only an hour and a half into the show. Calm down, guys.
It's
Let's
the
go.
intro, guys. Cheers.
We're still in the intro.
Welcome to episode 250 of the Radio Unpound podcast. I'm
So
your
what
host,
what he's saying here is that he
Brought to you
was
by
so
the new trail.
disappointed. He was so disappointed that Associated never produced a stealth car. He got the Triumph instead. which
Okay.
and
Well, now you
because
can get one.
because what he's saying is underneath the caption of that car that we were talking about, the great photo on the grid, he says that underneath there it says it's going to production.
They claim, yeah.
Never did.
Never did.
And now you can
Wow.
just print it out.
Jeez.
Print away, baby.
All right. Well, here's the and then you go into the car action here. You got the 1991 IFMAR Off-Road World Championships in Detroit. I mean, how risky is that?
You better be packing heat, boy.
I mean, wow. So
Wow.
anyway, maybe it wasn't as bad back then. So
But
anyway,
look at this. I mean, this was by Steve Pond, and this one and the '89 issue of Car Action is to me the two best issues ever. Race write up. I mean, it's really long in this magazine, and he killed it.
so the 91 Worlds took place August 4th through the 11th. Sponsored by Trinity and Losi.
Look at that. I do not that press picture there with the logo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall that. Like I see it's Trinity Losi.
Right.
That's a cool logo. How comes that never like caught fire?
I
That's
honestly,
kind of cool.
I've never paid attention to that before, but
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
How it's TL.
It's pretty much the same image, just inverted.
Right. Dude, can you, Kirby,
They missed the boat on
seriously,
that.
imagine us at Horizon right now.
We're printing
we-
that shit out.
We increase sales tenfold.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. Yeah, let them do what they want to do. All right, so and then look at this.
this
We
is
go in
it.
here.
I mean, this is amazing right here. This whole collage.
The collage over the track, like that's a.
Where do
really
I
good
start?
layout.
Well, we'll start with this photo of the start of this main. That's the start of an A main there.
Now, my apologies again for this being blurry, but that's the best I can do.
It's not your
on-
fault, Gotti.
It's not my fault, but
Look, there's a car already inverted.
yes.
Well, so we got out front. We got Masami out front, Velo in second, Kyle Reed third, and then we had our guest that was tuning in here, Mark Pavitas. That's him with the yellow wheel dots there. With the
oh,
stealth car.
okay.
Jeez.
All right. Oops, sorry.
Jeez,
So the-
Pavitas.
So the Traxxas car is upside down again, but
Wait,
They
who's
had-
right here, Jason?
that's Rick Velo.
Okay.
Velo, and then
What's he
Kyle
driving?
Reed.
That's the Associated Stealth car.
All right. And
That's
what's
an
right
ast-
here?
That's an astute.
Prototype Double X.
All right. And again, my apologies to the audio version, guys, but just tune into the video. And then upside down is the Traxxas, and then we don't know who's.
That's,
mean-
that's Mark Pavitas with the yellow wheel dots.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up with that, Mark?
So
We need
Mark
to
is
explain.
hammering that guy.
Maybe
Mark did not like Traxxas. He took him out immediately. Look
he
at
might
that.
have took him out right there.
Come on,
Yeah.
Mark.
That might have been like a little team effort thing.
He was like, Mark's like, team to watch. Watch this shit.
So the car next to Mark's is actually a standard RC10.
Right here.
There was
Yeah.
a guy, one of the Japanese drivers, I believe, made the main with a stock RC10. The guy that I think it was the Atlas, that guy from Atlas Motors, I think. And
Boy, I don't know that.
Yeah, it's off my radar.
Man, how do you remember that, Jason?
And then I watched these videos a lot when I was a kid, but that's Jurgen Schumacher car right there.
Okay.
Santos says Mazumi.
Yeah, that's right. Satoshi Mizumi.
Where's Mizumi at?
He was the standard.
RC10.
Oh, right here. Okay.
And then the two cars in the back, I believe they're both stealth cars, I think.
Wow. I thought, man, I don't know why, but I
There's
thought
a lot of
stealth
there
was-
was a shit ton of stealth cars there, man.
I know. I just
I
thought it
didn't
was a
know that.
Masami exclusive.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
know
thought
it
that
was
was
like,
like- Very limited, like
yeah.
I want to say
It doesn't feel so special anymore.
I forget the number. I want to say it was like 15 or 17 stealth cars, something
Or
like that is what the
12,
total
15.
was.
Where
So
was
it was
Joel?
What's that?
Where was Joel?
I told you he was in the
D-Day.
D-Day, man.
Man, I'm not buying that. I think he just didn't show up.
Hey, all you gotta do is Google. You know what? You know when they
I
have
don't
the
want
RC
to.
Just
I mean,
listen.
something must have happened.
Bartel
listen.
NJ.
Just
It was
listen.
Scott Montgomery.
Just listen.
All right, I'm
If you
listening.
look at the art, remember they had the RC car trading cards.
Had him.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
Had
I
two
think
sets.
there's an excellent photo of Joel with his Losi Double X.
That's his picture. Yes.
The car looks awesome too.
Yeah, the car looks like the car. Yes, and he had the shirt with the checker with
Yeah.
Trinity going down and Losi going sideways, or vice versa. Yeah,
Yeah. One of the
Very-
best shirts ever.
very clean look.
I have that shirt too.
We got some guys playing basketball up there in the top corner.
Hurting.
Looks like somebody's really getting their ankles broke there.
Is that Pavitas? Is that Cliff with the rock?
That is Cliff with the rock.
Oh man, is this the guy from Proline?
No.
Uh,
To
Look at the
me,
guy.
what's this guy doing? What are you doing in there, guy?
I mean,
I mean, dude,
Cliff's got him on roller skates, man.
Cliff got him crossed up with that fake.
and Cliff's not even doing anything. Look at this thing. Look
He
at
was- hey, he had the Oakley razor blades. This guy's just falling all over.
yeah. Wow. John Lee's asking, didn't some of the associated drivers get a narrow front end with the 10T nose plate before
Yes.
RPM came out with the conversion?
Yep, that's right.
All right.
Actually, one of the guys who checked in with Brad Ralphs, my buddy here, he's the B in the BJ4 four-wheel drive car. Brad's brother was racing for Associated here, Brett, and he got one of the RPM front ends.
Oh,
Wait, at this? No.
Yeah,
This
at
race
this
they had
race.
it?
this
Well,
is
that's-
just
Oh. So RPM had one of those at this race to convert.
No, they had longer front arms, and they used the truck front nose piece on a
Yep.
buggy, and they made longer front arms and a
Okay.
shock tower. And that's so like however many stealth cars there were, like whatever it was, 13 or 17, I forget the number. All the other associated drivers that didn't get a stealth car got one of those front ends.
So like what did RPM kind of like predict this, see this coming, and was like, hey, let's make this? Or
I don't know exactly why.
that's pretty interesting. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I don't know why RPM did that. They might have just thought that it was the right
That's
idea.
all right.
close second.
Well, this is an amazing photo, by the way. But
Yeah, he's got him on skates, man.
yeah, this is
Not
another
wearing-
amazing
not
photo.
wearing
What's going on
Jordans,
here?
though.
Look at this.
There's that shirt, dude. That
Oh,
shirt.
man.
Kinwald with the razor blades.
Look at that. Yeah.
This is very early Ken.
Is there a
Wall.
caption there? Got it. No.
Above, busted. Tony caught. Wait, did I read that right? Oh yeah, Tony caught Masami Hirosaki and Brian Kinwald sneaking into the Trinity
left.
and Losi trailer. So this was the beginning of Kinwald trying to figure out why Trinity and Losi so good.
I remember. So, I think there was a. Remember when Trinity had the, like, motor names: Helter Skelter, yada yada. I think one was called Tony. Was
Man.
that this dude? Like,
Dude, I don't
I'm
remember
not
that.
sure who it is.
Who is this
Jason-
guy, Jason?
Jason bailed on us. So
Oh, he went out to yeah.
look at the
He had to go
Masami
get
with
his
the custom
DoorDash.
airbrush shirt.
Wow, this is an early Kinwald, and
Very.
I don't know that guy there, Tony. He wasn't
Very
on Trinity
young.
when we were there.
There he is. Jason.
They
Yes,
actually
he's Tony.
hired. They hired this guy. I guess the story was Losi and Trinity hired this guy to just like act like he was like the gatekeeper of.
Are
that
you
trailer.
shitting me?
No, that was true.
Gatekeeper or what?
Of that See, they had a trailer right there.
Yeah.
He's a fake bodyguard, dude. Fake security.
Yeah,
guard.
yeah, he was a fake bodyguard.
Oh. Oh.
So, Jason, do you recall, like, I said to Gotti, Trinity had Helter Skelter, like, motor names. Wasn't one of the names Tony?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Okay.
Trinity Motors.
What?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying, Kirby?
Yes.
I do not remember that at all.
It was like, okay, hey, Helter Skelter was a specific wind. I forget what you know
I remember
tear down it was, but it was Helter Skelter was like a 12 double or some shit, and then they each had a different name. Like,
Right. All right.
Never
Well,
mind,
somebody's
forget I
asking if
said this.
Tony.
Tony
Somebody's
does
asking if
look like
Tony
he
has a fanny pack there.
He does have a
I
fanny
think he
pack.
does.
it was 91. Of course he did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hold up. Go below Tony. Let's get the whole left page first.
Okay. Sorry. I'm
What
gonna roll.
Skipping around like you got ADD or something, guy.
Well, I'm trying to. It's sticky. Does that make any sense? You ever hear sticky in video games, like the wall sticky?
I've never heard of that.
Well, you don't play video games, dude. All right. I'm sorry. It's a little hard to do this. So if you guys were on this end, you would understand.
I will take your word for it. Oh, there's another shot of the world.
Oh, that's the shot right there.
Right here,
Oh,
the car.
Oh yeah,
We already looked at this.
I know it's amazing.
It's true.
All right. So what do you want to look at, Kirby? The
Well, and then there's
celebration.
a picture to the right of it. Like I was just
He just wants you to go in order.
right, like the
I'm
whole
sorry.
left page.
Okay.
Okay.
There's Masami getting the champagne. Well, I guess it's not champagne. Ice bucket.
Hey, that hat's dope. I would definitely be rocking that trucker cap.
Would you? Yeah.
Yellow mesh. Yeah, that's a good look.
Looks like something back here. I don't know what that
Hey,
is. But,
It's probably a Novak hat, I want to say.
Man, looks like it.
It's a Yokomo hat.
Looks like somebody over here in
No,
the lower right
the one in the
needs
background,
a.
Jason.
Oh, this is back when.
The flow yellow.
The fluorescent yellow. That's probably Novak.
Hey, so this picture of him getting water dumped on him,
Mhm.
I too had a photo sequence in a car accident with water dumped on me.
You
Just
did.
saying. Just saying.
I gotta find that one. Yep.
Just winners win.
7-time champ.
You know,
Back when it was when
ironically-
you had to drive. So
Hey, so ironically, to follow up on Kirby, what he's saying,
Mhm.
when I won my first race in Savannah, Georgia, little John Walters poured water on my head.
Oh, it comes back around.
Little John Walters.
The team to watch.
Is little John Walters still little? All right, so look over here. Somebody apparently is charging their battery packs there at the
somebody didn't-
Worlds.
Somebody did not have a power supply at the Worlds. Let's go.
I mean, come on, Jesus. All right, so we got. Am I
Podium
going
here.
But think about this though.
Okay.
They had this picture of the track
And they should have
before
I
drone.
appreciate all the photos.
Before
but-
drone, you're absolutely right. What the
But-
hell?
But just a picture of the track would have been really cool without the photos laying over it. But how did they do
Yeah,
that?
that would have been
Is that
pretty
from a
awesome.
helicopter, or did somebody throw a camera up really high and take a picture of it?
Throw a camera up.
Well, how did they click the button?
Well, it's in God's hands.
Dude, seriously, how did they get that?
That had to be a helicopter.
Was the RC car action helicopter?
I think it was a helicopter.
It probably had a Trinity logo on it.
God
Ernie-
damn.
Ernie
I never
got it.
even.
Tony
thought of
was the
that.
pilot, I heard.
Hey,
Hey, look at that.
it's a good looking track.
That's a
All right.
great point. That's
So-
a great point. Look at Jason already wants to get going.
Let's see if we can-
Here at the 91
Reed.
two-wheel drive world's top finishers, Masami, Velo, and Reed.
Look at that. That is such a good looking shirt, dude. That Trinity Losi
It is.
with the checker.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's good. Masami always had like the very like loud gear custom stuff. He's
His
known for that.
grandfather made those
Oh,
clothes.
he
for him.
made that shit. Wow, that's cool.
Jesus. And the pants, too, I'm sure.
Yep.
Richie's saying there was a helicopter at the 91 Worlds.
So that's what it was.
I remember.
So-
Yeah.
So there was no drone.
Time travel's real.
Yeah. I often wonder, like, man, can you imagine bringing this technology back from today to then? It's like,
Oh boy, dude, the Trinity
I would have
apartment
the
would have
best
been lit.
photos, man.
You would have the best.
We
I
would
would
have
have
had
the best photos.
bro. We would have had a reality show at the Trinity apartment.
That would have been the best.
So look at this. Now this is another shot of the car here.
Yep.
Masami's pops putting the car down.
That's him putting his 4-wheel down.
Yeah. So what's up with the baby powder? Gold bond
Yeah, I
on the
think it
powder?
was like the talcum powder.
So he doesn't get bat wings. Yo.
Richie again checking in on YouTube here says Velo thought he won the Worlds. You can see how excited he was in the 91 video. Came down to a tiebreaker, Jason.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Came down to paper, rock, scissors, Rochambeau.
What happened to Jason? He's not on video anymore.
Well, I'm eating.
Oh, okay. All right. So
He ran out of minutes.
can you quickly explain what happened there at the 91 Worlds?
So yeah.
You thought he won.
There was a different winner in each A main.
Okay.
I believe Kyle Reed won the first main, or Rick Velo, one or the other, and then one or the other won the second main, and Masami won the third main.
Okay.
And Rick thought that his 2 finishes
We're good enough for it.
were good enough for the win. And I believe what ended up happening after they determined the tie break, Masami won the tie break. So he actually won the race, and Velo got second. And that's in the picture you got held up here. That's Velo's car that Cliff is holding. And you can see
no
this
copies.
this is actually
Those razor blades, dude. Those OG
Wow.
razor blades would probably go for $80 million. No, go ahead.
God damn. Look at the Roar shirt too. Team USA.
Yeah, how you represent what the
Wow.
I mean that
wow.
I mean it's an amazing Roar shirt actually.
Why don't they?
Look at
They
it.
should replicate that today.
Mm-hmm.
Like take that. Look at it was a good, clean looking shirt.
So
I don't know about that paint job. It looks like crayons, dog. Come on, Velo.
You
Well-
think for back then though, that looked pretty tricky.
So here's
I
another
guess you're right.
here's
Just
another
purple.
interesting thing for you. Not only did he have the no copies decal on the roof, when I got my paint job, I sent my bodies to a guy in Louisiana named Mark Loop, right? Or I think we used to call him Loopy, but I don't know exactly how he.
It's the LUPE.
Right. And when I sent him my the bodies to paint, I sent him this picture of Rick's car from the top right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sent him a picture of Brian Kinwald's wing. That you know how Kinwald had his wing painted with the drips on the top.
Yep.
So I told the painter, I said, I want something with kind of like flames like this, but I want the wing also matching like Kinwald. And that's how I ended up with the paint job that I have, is based off of this body and
Wow.
and Kinwald's wing.
That is crazy.
Yep.
That is weird and wild.
Off of this photo.
Yep.
Wow.
Man,
I did not know
I
that.
drove the rear tires right off that car.
I
So
love
the-
Another picture, Masami
Jesus.
getting lit.
I absolutely love this photo.
It's
I
like
mean,
three.
wow, what a photo. Did Hannah take this?
Oh,
I mean,
Uh,
this is unbelievable.
this is amazing.
So this is basically Masami going into the first turn, traction rolling.
I was gonna say, did he traction roll? Like,
That's what it looks like. So, you know, the picture on the left, which is showing Masami's car on the grid with those pink wheel dots with the number
Relax,
ones on it,
Doyle. Yep,
is
yep.
so they turn into the first turn and he flips over. Kyle Reed goes by, Rick Velo in third, and then there's the track system.
Yeah,
Look at how close.
it could
It's
have.
true.
Look at how close the track
D-Main.
is to Rick right there.
dude, the team to watch was so close.
Damn, what? I mean, what would have happened if Traxxas won the world?
Hey, I think somebody turned on the radio. They didn't want Trax to win.
Man,
That's why they were backwards.
Yeah, conspiracy theory, dude.
That's right.
I'm starting it right now.
Man. Richard's saying Masami didn't get lit. He could try. Yeah, we determined that.
We don't know if that's his. We don't know his name. It's
Yeah. Let's just say he got lit for fun
Strick.
purposes.
All right. How did Cliff Leck get DQ'd?
Yeah, it says Richie's saying you need to talk about how Cliff got DQ'd.
All right, so go back to that aerial view of the track.
Areola. Go ahead. Scroll up.
All right, I'm gonna move it over here. Okay. Is that good enough?
Yep. So the front straightaway. Man,
Right here?
Well, that's where the car started. That was the back straight.
Oh, they didn't
right here
start
now.
inside the turn. Oh, that's pretty cool.
So, yeah, where you got your cursor there, that's the Surf's Up section. Well, I guess Cliff was, when he came on the Surf's Up section, he had this line where he would drive a little bit on the grass. So you'd come, before he came through the Surf's Up section, there was a section of grass he got his tires up on. And during his best qualifier, he got either penalized or DQ'd, one or the other, on his best run. And
Yeah.
I'll accept it.
back then, what they did was, for track maintenance,
They
It
did
was-
nothing.
no, they did. They worked on it. They packed it, and they rolled it. You can see them in the corner working on it in that area.
Right here.
Yeah.
They didn't put sugar on it.
But what was happening, and this is, from Brad was on the chat earlier. He raced this race, and what would happen is since there was 6 rounds of qualifying, they would groom the track, and it was the grooming was on a rotation, and the track was so much faster when they groomed it because it wasn't bumpy, right?
Right.
So when Cliff ran that run, that was on his good track condition, and he got, so he had the nice groom track. He put in a sweet run, and was like, it was a top run.
Oh, you cut the track.
But they determined that he was cutting the track, and they kicked it out. And then, so the other story was that Masami held TQ apparently most of this race until and I'm just kind of pulling this out of my head, but until the 3rd or 4th round of the 4th or 5th round of qualifying, when Kyle Reed got a front row start, and he had the groom track, and Kyle set TQ with the Losi prototype. And so Masami had already TQ'd with his groom track run earlier. But what Brad told me is Masami came up in round 6, had the worst track condition, and TQ'd by 5 seconds over Kyle, and he was on the bumpy, shitty track.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
There's Jack Johnson.
Yeah, what's that podium there? 4-wheel.
That's 4-wheel. Cliff 1, Masami 2nd, Jack Johnson 3rd.
Jack Johnson just taking it in the face.
Jack Johnson.
Guy was an awesome driver.
Yeah, I was.
Probably.
I think I was talking to you in chat about that.
JR Pro Po, dog.
John Lee's saying.
Well, that might be a good point.
That'd be terrible if that happened.
I think that's what it says in the article, maybe.
Oh,
Conspiracy.
yeah, maybe not here.
Let me put my tinfoil hat on.
Uh,
There's Kid.
Well, so anyway, I'll have to check back in on that. because I heard
What?
that story too about
Oh,
the
okay.
Jason, why
autograph.
don't you just message Cliff?
Yeah, just smash this. Call him right now on the phone. See what the-
Oh God, I just saw something.
Oh,
hey,
what?
see if he has any like Yamaha gear.
I'm
laying
not
around.
even going to mention it because Gotti's going to go nuts.
Bottom right.
Oh, bottom right, you mean?
No.
Joel Johnson?
Some
somewhere?
Joel Johnson.
Where's Joel? Where's Joel? I
This
can't
is
read
a
the writing
D-man.
because it zooms in and it just goes nuts on me. Cliff
Come
said
on,
he
man.
was angry and won 4-wheel drive from the 6th spot. So he was angry that happened. So he won 4-wheel drive.
Wait, look
Well-
at Nick DeVito. I
Nick
guess he's
DeVito
paying
said Cliff
attention
mentioned-
to our podcast.
Oh, Nick Vito, Cliff mentioned it in the Ripcast way back when.
What did
All
he
right.
mention though, Nick?
Yeah,
Which-
what did he just? Nick's a great fan of the show, and by the way,
Yeah,
he's
So Brad
Top
just texted.
fan.
Brad
He
just
runs the
texted
logo.
me. Brad just texted me to confirm that Cliff's DQ for the turn marshal thing was in 4-wheel drive.
Brad
Oh,
Brad
right?
Sacamano.
All right, so let's go to the top photo.
All right,
That's
which one over here, top left?
Yep, top left.
All right, then we got a bunch of chahos happening here.
So
Guy up there sitting with his camera taking pics.
Yeah. So, do you know what's going on here? Because I can't read the when I
Well,
zoom
that's
in
Cliff Led out front there.
yep,
right here. Okay.
Somebody's going backwards. That ain't Joel going backwards, is it?
Nah.
Oh, it's number 5. The number 5 car is Joel.
there
Joel's
you
not
go.
go- Oh, yeah.
Who's the fucking man? Come on.
Look at that, Joel Johnson. Looks good, even going the wrong way.
Look at how good that car's set up. So nice.
Very magical, baby.
And I think
Dude, nobody's
know-
better.
the car behind Joel right there,
Yeah.
And we got Micro Magic on.
Is
the
that
show.
Kyle?
I think that's Chris Moore, the guy we talked about earlier.
He is going absolutely backwards. Joel's like kind of backwards.
I don't know. Joel's always going the right way.
Actually, Joel's probably just drifting. Let's be honest.
Joel's just way ahead of him. Nick DeVito saying he was DQ'd for being late to marshaling. He was signing on. Oh, did I already mention that?
That's
Yeah.
no. He
Oh.
Nick just sent that.
Okay. So there it is. He was signing an autograph for a kid, and then Roar or Ifmar punishes him for that.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
whatever.
come on, guys. Let's not grow the sport, huh?
Yeah, really.
So-
All right. So what?
Hey, go back up to that picture you did have, Jason Gotti, with Joel. Jason, what is the car in the bottom right here? The number 4 car. Who's that?
That is a Yokomo car.
Sorry, guys. This is if I zoom in too far, it does.
It's all right, Dice Clay.
All right, there you go.
I wonder if that's Mizumi again.
Mizumi or Masami?
No, that's not Masami because it's number 4.
Man, we had a Masami and a Mizumi. I mean, come on.
For real.
Who was copying who?
What alternate universe are we living in?
So it says here.
To get it correct, Cliff, I believe, got DQ'd for, they said, cutting the track in 2-wheel, and then in
Two-wheel.
4-wheel, he had his run taken away because he didn't get out to Marshall because he was signing the autograph.
But
But
he's
what
still
Brad said is that's the reason he started
in the 6th
only
spot.
6th on the grid instead of being up front,
right.
was because of that situation.
Because he skipped the track.
No, that was the one where he was signing the autograph.
Signing autograph.
All right. So I just want to go back to this photo real quick because I
Yep.
think this is what Cliff did. I don't know if you could see my cursor or not.
I can see it.
Okay, so I think what Cliff did is he came around here and then he just went through this little section.
Oh
And
yeah,
just went
like,
back around.
oh dude, bruh.
So, yeah, that's what
No
I
wonder
think
he had
happened.
fast time,
Yeah,
bruh.
Cliff was really cutting the track short. So anyway, we got an interesting. This is Mrs. Moo, Nina Hartkey with Cliff Led stealth car. So I don't know if I don't know if you remember her,
Right.
Jason, but
I
there she is.
have another interesting story.
Jason's
About,
friends with her
Nina?
on Facebook. Oh,
No,
Actually, I'm
I
looking
was
her up
gonna
on
marry
Facebook
her,
right now.
but
All right, let's look. I am for
all
real.
right, Jason. Go ahead, Jason.
Well, I mean, is there anything else we want to cover on this page first?
Oh, well, I don't know.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
just the amazing photo of Masami's car with the yellow wheel dots on the bottom.
So this is a laser over here.
That's
Laser,
that's
laser.
Jack Johnson's laser.
Wow, that's amazing.
I think it's
But if you
fast.
notice, look at how big
Look
the
at that!
wheels
Look
are.
at the rooster tail it's leaving.
Yeah, 2.2s.
Jeez Christ! Look at this car. This is
I know
strange.
why are there so many people going the wrong way?
That's Joel again, number
Joel,
5.
number 5,
You
yeah.
know?
Look at Joel just making sure he gets over that.
You know, actually, that looks like Cliff driving in. That looks like Cliff driving in the back.
Joel's like, let me
Oh.
help you out here, pal.
Yeah, and look at Cliff just ramming Joel Johnson.
Just
What a-
destroying Joel. Come on,
come
man.
on!
No wonder Joel lost.
Should have been DQ'd for that one.
Jeez, rough driving.
Everybody had it out for Joel. All right, so we'll just
So-
flip the page here because. Oh, go ahead.
No, we have to talk about.
The outfit.
Well, no. Hold on, that's Jazzy.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. You guys talk about Mrs. Nina Harkey. Oh, wait. Richie wants you to also talk about Masami's car with yellow dots. I want to hear J-Ro. I think we already covered that, right?
Well, yeah, it's the same photo from earlier, but this is but the front tires he has on, I believe, are the ones that Brad sent me earlier, which was a prototype Proline front tire with 2 rows of pins. Very, very Schumacher-esque. Schumacher had one very similar, but yeah, it's a great looking shot with the yellow wheel dots. I think it's interesting that he ran different colors all the time. There's
Really?
pictures. Yeah, at that race.
Oh, he had the pink too.
Yeah, so it's interesting how he, would kind of mix it up. A lot of people, when something's going good or they're feeling good,
Stick with it.
yeah, they stick with it and don't change anything. But he obviously is like, what the heck?
I think the pink looks so much better in the yellow
It does.
on his car.
It does look really, really cool. But yeah, so this is Nina Harkey on the screen here.
Sure is.
And this is the daughter of Glenn Harkey, who was kind of like, when I got into RC, my mentor.
Oh, really? So
She's from Orlando, and their hobby shop was called Central Florida Hobbies in Orlando.
Huh.
And
so Glenn owned this hobby shop.
Glenn owned Central Florida Hobbies in Orlando, and that was his girlfriend at the time, Nina. But yeah, that was Glenn's daughter, which was kind of like my mentor when I started. And yeah, she's got Cliff's car there, which is pretty cool. I think this is pretty neat too, with the black rear wheels.
Just trying to match the paint.
Yeah, I think what ended up happening is there was, Yokomo had pink wheels, they had white wheels, they had black wheels, and sometimes they would run Yokomo wheels on these cars with adapters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably what he's got on the back here, are black Yokomo wheels. Let me let Jazzy out.
All right. So I missed the story on that, but
Let the dogs out.
I'll catch it on then when I re-listen to this pod.
So, Central Florida Hobbies, Glenn Harkey. This was Glenn Harkey's daughter, who was Jason's mentor.
Glenn was.
What?
Glenn was Jason's mentor?
I don't know if it was Glenn or Nina.
All right. So she's still around with the.
Glenn was my mentor.
Jason's
Glenn
like,
was
hold
your
up, let me
mentor.
clear that up.
And Nina's still around with the Central Florida Hobbies then, or?
I think Glenn passed away a few years ago,
Oh, okay.
and I believe his daughter and his wife Sharon, I believe they're still around the area.
She's not on
Not involved
Facebook.
in RC much anymore, or?
Well, I think after Glenn passed away, they had already decided to retire from the hobby shop business.
Gotcha.
There's Rick Howard, a young
Rick
Rick
Howard.
Howard.
Look at a young Rick, man. Oh man.
Got a little mullet going on. Who's to the right of him, J-Ro?
You know, I used to know the guy's name, but I don't know it anymore.
We'll let that slide. We'll allow that.
All right.
Yeah,
So
cool.
then-
That's the 4-wheel drive main there.
Another car going backwards, no big deal.
Well, this is. I think we saw this photo before. Joel's
yeah.
punting.
Joel's getting taken out.
Yeah, Joel's.
That's actually Cliff driving through Joel right there.
Is that Jack or is that Kyle Reed number 2 there? Is that?
No, that's Jack.
Oh wait. Okay, out in front is 2. Who's the yellow wheels going up the pipe?
I think that's Chris Moore.
Oh, okay, you did say Chris Moore. Okay, got it.
All right.
All right.
All I want to know is besides where Joel's at, I want to know where the Tomy car's at.
Yes.
All right.
Apparently, somebody said in the chat you can buy one for like 700 to $1,000, which honestly is kind of like I thought it would have been more than that.
Yeah. I mean, if I can get one,
Hey, Gotti, are you?
I just
near,
want the Joel Johnson one.
Are you near a TV, Gotti?
Why? What's going on? Wrestling?
Sky Blue's on, but okay.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not.
No. Don't worry, it'll be all over Parcel.
Cells from Hell. This was article I was reading earlier. It was about.
It's about cells.
Very good. At the 91 Worlds, there was talk about use of illegal cells. It was implied that some of the large teams were using the new Sanyo and Panasonic 1700 milliamp SCR cells that are not available to the public. So what they were doing basically was shrink wrapping them, right? Shrink wrapping them to look like, would it be 1400 then?
Yeah, that or what were the yellow cells, Jason? The yellows were like
I think the yellows were 1700.
1700, and then the red ones were 12 or 1400.
14.
1400.
So I guess
this is all true, by the way.
So you're saying that there was teams shrink wrapping them to look different?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
The old SCRCs.
Wait,
was that the time SCRCs there? Is that what they're talking about, Jason?
I think that.
Yeah, SCRCs.
Okay.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, the black.
So it says
black shrink wrap 1700.
It was implied that some of the large teams were using the new Sanyo and Panasonic 1700 milliamp SCR cells that are not available to the public.
I wonder if they were speaking of the P170s, the purple shrink wraps.
Yeah, those were late 90s.
Trinity at this race, the big thing you'll notice, I don't remember if you see it in this issue, but like Kyle Reed's car, when you see his car, he's got red batteries in it.
Oh, okay.
But if you look at Masami's car, it had yellow batteries.
Okay.
So what I had heard was Trinity was shrink wrapping their batteries with they had the new cells, and they were shrink wrapping them with the red heat shrink. So they were trying to make them pass as a
1400.
Right. And at least Masami's were yellow. So, Brad will have to confirm here, but I want to say that the idea is that Masami also had cheater batteries, but they were
Knew it.
That's why Joel wasn't in the A.
Yeah.
Joel was on Trinity. He had the best batteries, trust me.
Yeah, he was running legal ones.
Allegedly.
Whatever. You accusing Joel of cheating, dude?
All
Come
these guys were
on, man. I want to
cheating.
get, dude. When Joel's on this podcast in September, you're gonna. Jason won't even show up for that
We're
one.
calling you on the carpet.
Absolutely not.
It'll be like Jason
Absolutely not.
right now with no image.
So,
Oh man.
Yeah, what I thought, what Brad told me, because Brad was at this race, that Reedy and Yokomo had the new batteries also, but they put yellow shrink wrap on them.
Okay.
Whereas everybody
Trinity
knew,
went for the red.
everybody
1400.
knew the Trinity. Everybody knew Trinity was bullshitting because they put red heat shrink on them, and everybody knew those weren't going to make runtime.
Gotcha.
So they were like, they should at least put the yellow heat shrink.
Try
on.
to sell it with the yellow.
Yeah, sell it with the yellow instead of like. There's no way they would have made it with the
But-
red.
Those 1700s were awesome. And it was a good looking shrink wrap.
Yeah,
So was the P170 was
those were the purple, the weird looking purple. Stuff.
yeah, very light purple. Yep.
All right, so
Okay, here we go. Top 10 here. Jason's back in. Mark Francis out there. Look at that. Mike Dunn.
Yeah. 4-wheel drive. So we had Cliff Lett, Masami, Jack Johnson, Joel Johnson,
Satoshi
Mizumi.
Is that Scott Anderson?
it's Anthonson.
Who?
Yeah, I don't know who he is. How'd he get in there? All right, Chris Moore, Kevin Moore, Mark Francis, and Mike Dunn.
Couple of brothers in there. You got the Johnson brothers. You got the Moore brothers in there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if the Johnsons are brothers.
You got the Mizumis in there.
You got all the Mizumis and the Johnsons and the Dunns or Moores. I mean, sorry.
With all due respect, Scott and Vincent Jason.
So look how they did this back then. Total points.
Scott Anthonson is he was from Arizona. He was a good racer from Arizona and put in a great run, like we talked about earlier with the track.
Take advantage of your good. Yep.
Perhaps
good track condition.
I think that happened for several, but
Sure.
but yeah, I think he got a great run in, and he was actually a hell of a driver too. He the old SRS track in Arizona.
Oh, okay. Yep.
He used to run that for quite
Go
a few
Cactus
years.
class. Okay. All right, here's two wheel.
So 2-wheel drive, we had Masami Hirosaki taking the 1991 Worlds with Rick Velo second, Kyle Reed third, yep.
More Vitas.
Kevin Moore fourth, Mark
Captain America.
DeVitas, who was just in the chat fifth,
Jurgen.
Jurgen sixth. There's Mizumi.
Mizumi. Mizumi.
Mizumi, Scott
Track-
Montgomery eighth.
Traxxas number 8, baby.
Well, he got taken out, so I could have been a little bit
Yeah,
better.
right?
Yeah,
Craig,
Bertani.
yeah, and ninth Craig Dreiser, and 10th Derek Furtani. There you go.
There's Masami doing his.
Doing
He's showing how to drive with his feet.
Right.
This is before feetpick.com was out.
Yeah, really.
That's crazy.
87 Worlds. It says here in the article, at the 87 World Championships in Romsey, England, the then unknown Masami. The then unknown. He was unknown in 87. Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. I can't zoom in on that text. I don't know what they're talking about there.
Alaska. I was like, what?
Alaska, whatever.
Alaska man.
So
Yeah.
like,
All I
Boy,
think they're
that-
just talking about people that travel from Alaska to the Detroit Worlds for audio.
They got
listening.
half a damn page written on them.
Yeah.
Hold up, go back,
Yeah.
Gotti.
Go back.
Yeah, go back. What's
So
that?
that's the owner of Yokomo right there.
Oh, okay.
That's Tom Yokobori.
Still around?
He is around, I believe. He sold Yokomo a few years ago, though.
That's what I meant.
Ooh,
Yeah. he's still with
cha-ching.
you. Wow.
I bet he is a boat.
Yeah, I met him several times as a racer, and then going there for the worlds the last couple times as a with Jake Concepts, and I obviously just super. I was super nice, respectful, no matter who it was.
All right. So what do we have up here now?
So now we got the list of drivers and all their gear, which is always fun to look at, dude. I ate this shit up on Car Action Mags. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
Just seeing what the guys ran and stuff.
Right.
Yep.
So Cliff Lett in 4-wheel drive taking first place here with the Yokomo prototype chassis.
With
I've
the
held that.
CS2.
I've actually held that car in my hands.
What?
the Cliff Lett car.
Where at?
It was at Associated.
Wow. Picks
I actually
or shenanigans?
That's right.
we when I went to Associated and worked there in the summer, they used to have a workroom next door. I don't know if Mark is still on here, but Mark and I spent a lot of time wrenching over there. But I remember walking into the room next door, and they just had all the stealth cars were in there that they got back from everybody. Cliff's World Championship car was just sitting in there. There was just piles of stuff in there.
Just stuff.
Yeah, prototype cars, stuff that nobody's ever seen. There was the stealth cars.
Like Trinity.
And I remember going in there and trying to organize it all. And I was like talking to everybody. And I'm like, dude, this is driving me nuts. Like, like, we can't just have Cliff's World Championship car just sitting in here on a rack.
Laying in a heap. Yeah.
And so I started like trying to organize it all, put the stealth cars on the shelves. And
You just walked out with it, dude.
I was so mad that it was like, I was so mad. I was like, man, all these things, these are so cool.
Yeah, I know it really means. The cool thing about Trinity was like when you walked into the first door there, they had a big display of all
case.
a case of all the old
Trophies,
stuff, trophies, everything from the first product that Ernie sold out of the back of a trunk of his car. I mean, everything, photos. They really.
Hey, look at this. Jack Johnson rocking the Futaba PCM. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yep.
So
Joel,
there's Joel with the 3P.
hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He had the 3P, yet some of the other guys had CS2P and the XL2P.
He was top dog, man.
Right there, see?
Scroll right. There, got it. I think we got what? Chargers.
Oh, sorry. I thought I had it all on there. Wow, they even listed the
it's
Chargers.
really wide. Yeah. You got Chargers, body, and something else to the right of it. You're not far enough there.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it went on to page 2.
Come on, you need to pay attention, buddy.
I'm sorry there. Like, now how am I going to see all this here?
Yeah, you just need from the right side of the page. Yeah, the right page.
Okay. All right. Joel Johnson.
Stock, Schumacher, tires.
Joel Johnson's not just rocking the Kyosho Optima Mid. He's rocking the Turbo Optima Mid.
Boom!
Look at that right there.
You got Cliff Lett claiming Oakley sponsorship there.
He did, yeah. Him and Mark had Oakley sponsorship.
Technocraft.
Wow.
Robinson Racing.
Jam and J for Joel Johnson. Victor. Oh wait, no, that's not Joel. I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong.
That's
Joel can't be-
Jack Johnson. Yeah.
Jack Johnson. I'm sorry.
I think Joel
Jesus.
was underneath him. Yep. It was the brother.
Jesus, this is hard to follow. So, Technocraft, Losi, Kyosho, Trinity.
Technocraft, dude. Joe Goodwin.
Well,
Yeah, that's always fun to look at, dude.
yeah.
So there's another good shot. That's actually one of the Losi prototype double X's roosting
Damn right it is.
off the line. This is after the two-wheel finals. Kyle Reed still wanted Masami's autograph, even though he almost beat him.
I think he probably just did that for Instagram likes.
What were those Oakleys there? Which Oakleys were those?
Let's go back up. Kyle Reed rocking them. Let's see.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right, got it.
I'm getting her.
Those are M frames, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they're Mumbos. I think they're M frames. It's yeah. They were like the next thing, after Razor Blades. Like, here's the new thing they got. Had like a straight earpiece on them. They're good looking glasses. Yep.
So there's another to the right. That's Rick Howard's stealth car going
Oh.
over the jump,
Just taking somebody out, Rick.
driving right into that Schumacher.
Just F the weirdo guys with Schumachers. We're gonna run them over.
Yeah.
That poor Schumacher probably broke on that.
Yeah, look at that front tire.
The thing is tweaked.
Yeah, thing's toast. Good job, number 9.
Let's hope he had
That's Rick, man.
Yeah.
let's hope he had titanium turnbuckles.
All right, here we go. Two-wheel. It's interesting enough here that they actually put for Masami, they put just RC10 as the chassis.
Yeah, and not prototypes like a couple other ones.
Yeah, because
No.
right below it has Losi Double X, which that wasn't even, and then and then below for Craig Drescher it says RC10 Stealth.
Yeah. What the hell?
2 shoes in there.
Yeah, look at
Traxxas?
that.
Let's go. Let's go.
Kevin Moore was awesome. He was
Damn, dude. Look at all the KO radios in there. Good golly.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. That's crazy.
I don't remember this KO that Masami was. I guess that was a stick one.
Sticks.
Yeah.
Sticks. Get the feed adapter on them.
Interesting. What else does it say here for these guys? Here we go. All right. Well, that was good.
Oh, wait. We're still reading.
Oh,
How dare you?
all right, sir.
How dare you?
How dare I? I just don't know. Like, I can't remember who was first and second.
Competition Electronics is a sponsorship.
Well, see, here's the something interesting is those are the winning tires on Masami's car. The Yokomo TF330 is at the top, and then the rear, the TR32. People are still collecting those tires to build these
to make it error correct.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
then-
How do you get a hold of those?
You can still pick some up on eBay, and I know Jason Santos, he has a bunch. Brad on here, he's got them.
So what do you reckon they go for? Like,
I would say anywhere from $50 to $150 easily.
Jesus God.
I got a couple pair of Pro Lines in the garage.
Mm.
If anybody's looking for some. And I think
And then you see the Losi Kyle Reed's tires down there, and it says he's got the Losi.
I can't turn down there, guys.
turn down
know.
for what?
The Losi Mumbos.
Oh yeah.
See, he's got
Yeah, that wasn't even a thing.
For you audio listeners, I'm circling that right now.
Losi Mumbos.
This is a
See,
brutal
what's
episode for
interesting-
audio, but who cares?
What's kind of interesting is for the front, it says Losi, then Mumbo's HT compound, and then
That's
the
high
rear.
traction, boy.
Yep, and then the rear, it says kind of the same thing, but
Rear.
it just says that it's rears. So
It says HT.
yeah, which is the compound.
Oh.
Dynamite soft. Yo, Schumacher stud blue.
What's dynamite?
Those are that was Horizon's brand.
God damn, that's what I thought. The dynamite batteries and shit back in the day.
Yeah,
I didn't know
They made
anybody ran that.
tires?
yeah.
Who's running those things?
Well, I don't. Let's see here.
That's that
I mean, I
Masato
hate to
That
call
was
them out, but
Mizumi.
Mizumi.
oh, Mizumi's running them. Well, they must be good then.
Oh hot damn.
Seems like Mizumi. Yeah. And then Schumacher made tire. Well, we knew that, but
Look at that. Magic Motorsports in the sponsorship lift from Kyle Reed.
yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Jason's saying they were CRP tires.
Which what are you talking about?
I think the dynamite ones he's saying were CRP dynamite.
Wow,
I don't know what
dynamite.
CRP is.
Everybody's checking in saying they were CRP. Okay. Well, we learned something new today.
Look at that.
So I
Look it
do
up.
want to show you something cool about RC Car Action Boost that you can't get anywhere else. You just go like this. Watch this. Watch closely. And let me see if I can get it right. Sorry.
It's for our audio listeners.
Look at this.
Oh, you literally turned the page.
You can turn the page like you're
Turn the
turning a
page.
magazine. Look at that. Dude, how cool is that? Go to
That's
rccaraction.com.
pretty cool.
Sign up for Boost Ultimate. You will not be disappointed because not
Hey.
only is there old publications, there's a ton of cool stuff in there.
Jason,
And
I think Gotti's getting a cut of this. What do you think?
I am not getting a cut. I'm doing this for free. I don't take
He's really
sponsorship
selling
money.
it.
I don't take sponsorship from anybody.
He's definitely getting kicked back.
If you're paying, I'm saying.
I'm not getting kickback. Not getting kickback. I'm just trying to help out some company that got me through school days with just looking at car actions instead of listening to the teacher.
Fully.
So there we
funded. What do we got here? Are these all the new cars? Cool.
This is
Yeah, this is a great part.
If they don't have Traxxas, we're ending this right now.
this is the World Off-Road Champions Techno Motion. And
Yeah, that's the Schumacher car there. They're just kind of showing their latest, and then
Dude, the
They're-
Schumachers were
they had some really cool rear drive shafts.
Schumachers.
hush
were
it, Doyle.
shit. Yeah, Doyle. Put a
Doyle
sock
saying
in
I'm
it.
pushing them. I'm just hey, listen. Like I said, just a big fan. I paid for it on my own dime, buddy. All right. So you were saying this is the Schumacher car here.
Yeah, it says it's talking about some different
Schumacher Cougar prototype.
showing the hop ups.
So I told you a story, Kirby, about Rob Cutman running a Kyosho Schumacher Cougar at off-road headquarters in Hagerstown, Pennsylvania, or Maryland. Sorry, Hagerstown, Maryland. Do you remember off-road headquarters?
Mm-mm.
So anyway, I did not know Rob Cutman at the time, but I just knew of him, and he was practicing, and he was running his car around. This is probably 1990, and he's running around the track trying to practice, but his car is all over the place, glitching and glitching and glitching. And I was watching him, and he pulled it over to me, and he said, "Yo, can you check out what the hell's going on with this thing?" And I look at it.
Pulled over the wrong guy.
And the receiver, it came apart, and it was laying on the aluminum chassis, or
Way to go,
not
Way
aluminum,
to
but
go, Rob.
whatever the hell it was made of. Maybe it was aluminum. And it was laying on the chassis. So all I did was take it off, snapped it back in, boom, Rob Cutman off, practicing like it was nothing.
Yeah,
That's a
gotta save the day,
true-
baby.
That's a true story. Yeah.
So
Damn.
John Bolton saying no kickback. What would Ernie say, Gotti? You're a fool. Yeah. Well, hey, whatever. I
Sell
don't,
something. Yeah, that's what it
Sales,
So-
yeah. And,
The
if
Schumacher
you're
car.
making friends, you're not making money.
Hey-o.
So we look at the Schumacher car, the details there. We got what's interesting. It has an LRP motor. It's got an LRP speed control with heat shrink around it,
And that's like the
and those are the drive shafts that Brad mentioned up here earlier that have ball bearings in the drive shafts. I think I remember messing with these. I think they had eight ball bearings in them. Brad will correct me, but
really
tons of tiny little bearings in there.
like needle bearings.
No, they were like little
Oh, damn.
radial ball
Really?
bearings. There's like 8 of them in there. There's a
God,
ton.
that had to be so heavy.
Yeah.
So that was like, man, you really didn't see an LRP presence in the States for a little bit. You know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
this was maybe a glimpse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, this was you seeing it was totally unusual at this
yeah, like what's LRP?
Oh, 2 bearings. Maybe I guess. I thought it was 8.
Jason's just over exaggerating like usual.
A little off.
Hey, it's not.
There's 36.
You
Yeah.
know what's funny is I did have those drive shafts, or I had the production ones, I guess.
Oh,
For a you a Schumacher?
Yeah, I had a Schumacher.
Jesus. How we just find out about this? We're always bragging about Schumacher.
I gotta plug my lappy in.
Oh, yeah. Plug that in. This is
So-
good. Bartel's saying, this is epic. I got to get to bed. What the hell time is it? It's only 10:43. Racing in the AM. Oh, he's racing it. Well, best of luck to you. Looking forward to the rest of the podcast. Yeah, that's the beauty of this thing. You can watch it anytime or listen anytime on
One
all
thing
the
I'm-
popular podcast apps.
What I'm really looking forward to is when Jason Santos finishes his replica of. You got to go back.
Oh, sorry.
I guess you're going back again.
You want me to go back one more?
Well, yeah, to the car at the top right.
Oh, top right. Sorry.
Yeah, Jason's working on this car, I believe, which is Kinwald's car from this race. And there's a couple photos of it out there, but I believe he's doing one. And you can see the black rear wheels here, also on
Right.
Kinwald's car. And the front tire, and those are the Yokomo rear tires. And then the front tires were the other Proline front tire that was prototype, I believe, for this race.
Mhm.
And so you can see this is kind of a nicely built, I think, like it's from a build standpoint, this Kinwald car is really cool. And, you know, he's got a, Novak speed control there, Novak receiver. He's got the Airtronics at the time servo with that's their, the servo horn that used to come with that servo, and got the Reedy motor in there. Pretty cool. And this, I believe this car has a red, for some reason, it just has a red transmission case. Like for some reason, Kinwald dyed the transmission case red.
Mm.
But it's a really, I hope he can finish it, but for some reason, Kinwald cut the whole front of the body off here.
I was just gonna say, Jason, what's to the left of the front body post? What is that decal? Or
The no copies.
oh no, the front body post hole in the very
Oh.
front. What is
Well,
that?
so he's got Team Associated, and
I'm trying to figure out what that is.
is it a Novak?
Oh yeah, it might be.
Could be.
Yeah.
I can't zoom in any further, but yeah.
I like how this car, Kinwald's got the black in the back of that paint job, and I'm sure with the black rear wheels and the white front wheels, this thing looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you can see also he's got on the top of his body, he's got the Lavco stickers on there.
John Bolton, you're wrong. Those are RCPS turnbuckles, I believe. Because I think it says Team RCPS on above the front windshield.
That's
Yeah.
right here.
Lavco decals, yes, sir.
You can see he had couple transponder holes in there. It looks like he's got one in the windshield, one in the roof.
What? Yeah, what the heck?
Um,
Is that just Kinwall being Kinwall? Or what?
I don't know. Could be.
Like, let's put the weight back a little bit, but it's kind of high.
So what was the no copies thing?
Well, that was Associated basically making a statement that they built a car like nobody has built and not to copy it.
Gotcha.
Ironically,
Everybody copied it.
no, actually they didn't. They
No.
didn't. Associated didn't even come out with the damn
Swear to
thing.
God, Masami had one just like this.
Yeah, Associated didn't even come out with the damn thing.
Shockingly, Associated never even copied it.
Yeah. So that's another picture of Kinwald's front end there.
Oh, back down here.
Oh, is that Joe?
Oh, what's this here?
Oh, it's Joel.
This is Joel's car, yeah.
Oh, got it. God, he's gonna go turn
This
the
is
camera off.
amazing. You know what?
He's gonna turn the camera off for a little bit.
I'm
Guys.
gonna be completely honest with you. I did this then too. I put the Trinity decals here like that when I saw he did it. I just copied everything Joel did, even though I didn't drive like him. Obviously,
This is the prototype
Joel
double X.
Johnson, man.
And dude, was that double X was like, holy shit.
Dude,
Well, this was still the prototype, so it didn't even
Right.
have a whole
Didn't have molded towers.
well no, this whole rear end of the car
Mhm.
is still the previous generation. Like if
Right.
you look at down here where you can see the hydrodrive.
Yep.
Those rear arms and all that is the old H arms, and the rear, the transmission, that was all from the previous generation. And then the chassis was a plastic chassis, but really where it looks like a double X,
Is that front end?
is
The
front end.
hinge, the brace.
Yeah, is the hinge front end, the front top deck, the arms,
Yep.
the bearings were in the steering block, not in the wheels. The
Yeah,
front-
that was pretty like legendary.
This
he got
had had really long front shocks here.
Yeah, you got a lot of preload, no springs, boy, unless they're just short.
We got to find that picture too, but you can see and now these are Technocraft turnbuckles, and you can see these are all machine parts on the front end. Those A arms are machined. That front bulkhead's machined, and that whole hydrodrive that was all machined.
Yeah, that hydrodrive was
What I didn't like about the Losi cars in this generation was
hater.
no, I didn't like how they mounted the speed control on the shock tower.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's
And-
pretty wonky.
And I didn't like how they had to stand the receiver on it.
Up.
I just thought it was I liked that the chassis was narrower, that looked cool, but I hated what it did to the electronics.
Right, just make it wide enough to accept the footprint of the electronics.
And I think they did when they got the double X, the
Yes.
production car, it was all enough room, but this was the previous
The Velcro straps, that was pretty cool.
yeah, at the time that was neat. It went with
Yep.
their image of having the fluorescent pink and different
Mhm.
colors. But those are the Mambo. That's the Mambo rear tires and front tires. I think they were actually called Mambo rears, and those were like full radius fronts or something they called them.
I wish that was color photo because that body
Yeah.
is probably sick as shit.
Yeah,
Of course,
that's
sure.
why we need to get that trading card picture.
That's the classic Joel. Like, it's the two different color purples that overlay each other, fading. Like, it's just so clean.
Freaking amazing.
Yeah, so
Freaking-
clean. Big old Technocraft decal, Sanyo.
Dude, there was nobody
Mhm.
cooler than Joel back then. Jesus. It's like
This
Kirby's
guy-
age.
no, this picture next to Kinwald's car, I believe it says, is it Humberto Perez? This guy's still around. He's on Facebook.
Wait,
Oh,
which,
over here, this one?
the right side?
To the left, you see where,
Left. The front end.
yeah, above that it says Italian driver
Oh yeah.
Humberto. That guy's still around.
No shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild.
Look at that Kinwall car, man. Jason, we got to get that done, man.
Jason said it's 8 years in the making.
Yeah.
Just make a TRX one.
There's the Traxxas front end.
Let's go.
Traxxas new two-wheel drive car features a narrow front with Blue Eagle suspension arms. God damn.
Yeah.
That Joel could have took them to the promised land.
You're
you
goddamn
wanted to.
right. You're damn right, boy. Keep on
You know-
trucking.
The kind of the ironic part about everything is when not shortly after this, several years of course, but Traxxas got out of racing and then they basically took over the RC universe.
Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of
They went the other route, the
kind of
RTR route.
it's kind of part of the depressing part about it, but they did.
They laughed all the way to the bank.
They did.
Yes, they
Yep.
did.
Hmm.
What do you got going on there?
That was a prototype Nosram speed control, but to me it looks like just a joke.
Yeah. What is it? Coins and
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of pennies or dimes.
Oh, that wasn't real?
They did a good job.
I would have ran.
Wow. Even says new on it. All right. We're still in the world section, right? Yeah, look at this.
That's actually that's a track that I raced at right there.
What track's that?
Wait, what's this here? I thought this was the world's.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they.
Okay, I'm sorry, it's just crazy.
Bowling 91 Sport, boy.
I think what happens is
Darkest tuna.
All right, so for you audio listeners, Kirby's referring to the next page. It's called 91 Bowling Sport.
Paint job.
Darkest Tunas on the front of the hood. Check us out on YouTube.
Sorry, Jason. What track is that you got there?
this is Coral Springs Roadrunners Club, and this track is still there.
Wow.
Yep.
That is nuts.
Is it still called Coral Springs Roadrunners Club?
Yep, it is.
Oh, that's
Holy hell.
amazing, dude. There's no more clubs around anywhere except that one.
And how far is that from you?
It's like 3.5 hours. I mean,
Mm.
we used to. We
Does
had
it
a
still
lot-
look like that today?
No,
Ah, man, they
Still got
should
that
keep it like
bridge?
that. Yeah.
honestly,
Nothing beats Hobby Haven. That's all I got to say.
I wouldn't be surprised that those driver stand legs are the same though.
Ah,
Oh, that's amazing. You got to go back there and take photos, Jason. Like this angle, too.
yeah. Drive there tomorrow. Could you upload?
Yeah, how far is that from you, Jason?
No big
3.5 hours.
Oh, that's nothing.
Take the chopper.
Man.
We'll fly down there, Orlando to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
The one time when we were working at Trinity with Joel there, he said, how far is from where you live to Trinity? I said, well, it's about 120 miles. I said, but if I do 75, it's about 88 miles. Anyway,
Got him.
got him. He thought about that for a little bit, and then he said, wait a minute, what?
Take my world's car right now.
Go faster, less miles?
Jason, how far are you from Cocoa Beach?
That's like an hour and a half.
Oh, my God. That's
My
nothing.
buddy Heisy's there for the last week on vacation.
It's Cocoa Beach. I mean, that's where Beachline, the carpet track is. It's
Okay.
right down there.
I have one
Jason,
horror,
actually,
I have one horror story from Cocoa Beach.
horror story?
Mm.
Oh, paintball thing?
Travel down there for paintball event. Waiting
Right.
on somebody at the airport. We're like, hey, let's go hang out at Cocoa Beach for a little bit. Okay. So we didn't have anything like, towel, suntan lotion. Fell asleep on the beach.
Oh, boy. Well, keep it clean. This is
backs-
minivan friendly podcast.
The backs of my legs were red as lobsters.
Oh, okay.
And then had to play paintball.
Oh,
That was rough.
boy.
That was rough. Anyway, please
If you can
continue.
answer this real quickly, Corey Jordan from the RC Lounge podcast is asking, what car from back then could do okay with today's cars with the
None.
mods? Can you think anything could
Ow.
kind of compete if you did a few modifications, Jason?
Double X.
The Joel Johnson 87 edition
No,
Ultima.
the Double X and the Stealth car.
Probably with a few mods can do okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it depends what you're considering okay. I mean, the difference today is that we have so much weight further forward for the carpet and high traction tracks. So all those cars are built, rear motor heavy, or weight heavy on the rear for traction. Whereas today they're all built for steering. But yeah, if you probably took one or two of those cars and competed against, the last generation rear motor car, you could make it work.
All right.
Oh,
There you go.
buddy.
So then we turn to page 44.
Go!
And we got the Custom Works Intimidator. Great Balls of Fire is listed here.
That is the Phantom Wedge. I believe that's a Custom Works Phantom Wedge right there, boy.
Look at this.
I bet that was painted by Bitchin' Bodies. I'm telling you right now.
Damn. Isn't that amazing?
I had quite a few of them, buddy.
Did you?
Yes, sir.
Wow. That is...
Use that car for my first national championship.
Really?
Yeah. Custom Works Intimidator.
There you
Two-wheel
go.
drive full body mod.
Where was that at? That race?
Cooper's RC in Chatham, Virginia.
Wow. What year are we talking about?
94.
Nice. That is
And
awesome.
The only cringy part was I was wearing Nike Air Hirachis.
Oof.
Jason's
Well.
like,
Yeah. Gotcha. Nikes. Yeah.
yep.
All right. Well, there you go.
All right, let's turn that page. Let's see what we got going on here. Probably split packs. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
there
that's
you
the
go.
car right there, dude. Except it wasn't 7-so. We ran 6-so.
It does look really clean, though. It's a nice build there.
Super narrow. Yep.
So
Direct
back
drive
in
with a diff.
back in 1991, this the price was $449.
Oh, salty boy.
Pretty salty for back
Yeah.
then.
No doubt. Yep.
So Randy asked a question here. How did the Stealth car drive compared to the OE RC10? And I personally, I never drove the Associated Stealth car, but I remember when I went to Associated and they had the Stealth cars in Cliff's office, and when I asked them about it, they said that it didn't steer. The car was built for that track at Semrock, where on the Lomi track, it was built for that track
For traction.
and it just didn't steer compared to the RC10, and that was such a big thing for the smaller indoor tracks that they raced on, and that's why they really never came out with it, from what I understand.
Interesting. All right. So I'm on page 2, and they're still talking about the Custom Works Intimidator. Not the Dominator, the Intimidator.
I'm just throwing stuff away.
The Dominator was like twice as expensive, dude.
Yeah.
We had one of those. 4-wheel drive was kind of like I only ran it a handful of times because 4-wheel drive its heyday was before I started racing. And once I started racing, obviously it was just, 2-wheel drive full body mod was the deal. And 4-wheel drive, kind of like what Jason would, refer to as like 4-wheel drive buggy was like, kind of an afterthought. Like, and that's the way it was. We had that Dominator, only ran it a handful of times, but it was an experience. Like driving that thing was so fun because it just had all the rip, it had all the steering, and it had all the traction. The thing it was just a monster. But if you drove it hard, you were gonna dump quick.
Wow.
It was fun.
The young racers are saying dump? What's that mean?
Yeah.
Interesting. You guys complained about the Losi car with the speed control mounted on the shock tower. This was up pretty high there.
Yeah.
As you
Yep,
can
on
see.
that top plate.
You think they could put it down here though? I guess
I'm
not.
I'm trying to think what we had going on there. I don't know if we mounted it up top there, dude. I really don't
I
don't
imagine
think
the
we
pros
did.
went down here.
Man, it's so long ago. I don't maybe even
Didn't
move
you
that.
guys like
Maybe
the pros?
even move that one that's the right side pack up with the speed control behind it. I can't remember, dude.
Yeah. It seems like you
so
can
long
do
ago.
some things here to make it fit here.
So with that original chassis, it was so narrow, but that was it. You ran saddle packs. You ran a 3x3 saddle pack for the what was it, 92 dirt oval nats in Georgia I was talking about. How it was like there was so much traction and shit.
Right.
Custom Works actually made a chassis that was offset to the left, and pardon the center, dude.
Are you,
We're just four wheelers down the main road. It don't matter.
I was gonna say, did somebody just drive right behind you? Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I got the window open here.
Okay, good.
I should have closed it. Anyways, they made like an offset, kind of like a pan car, 6 cells down the left side, and
Right.
that was a chassis we ran at the Sugar Bowl, but that track was an outlier for how much grip it had. Yeah, man, that's a throwback. Look at that. That thing is like, that's the OG right there. That's so cool.
Did a lot of I guess you could have took the casing off and shrink wrap the speed control and throw it down there.
Yeah, we never did that. We never did that.
Didn't?
We did receivers. We never did speed control.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I never really dicked with taking a speed control apart. Yeah, those cars had like a rack steering system. The picture in the middle, like you can't really
right
see
here,
it.
yep.
It's kind of hidden. It's behind the shock. Actually, the one below that might be a better picture. It was like, yeah, there you go. There's the rack.
Yep.
They always had a little play in them, but they were pretty solid. I mean, that was a Custom Works deal, and it was on the car, and you ran it, man. Yeah. And everybody was chasing that car, really, chasing that design.
So the Custom Works Intimidator, the comments were from Car Action. This is extremely well-made car with some clever new features. Though this first complete dirt oval kit has some design limitations, it's a performer in the hands of experienced racers like Kirby Hand. It should see a lot of success, it says.
If I can find that picture from the 94 Nats, I'll post it. I had a flat top.
Micro Magic.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And
So
that was the day of Big Boy Cells.
Big boy sales.
Rob had his own battery company.
Yeah, I didn't.
Big Boy Motorsports.
I guess I did know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Custom Works Intimidator got
The Intimidator, dude.
got a few pages there in Car Action back in
Yeah,
1991.
pretty good.
Yeah.
For a dirt oval car, that was pretty good. Pretty good press.
Yeah. Jason Santos is saying I have one of those slider bell cranks flipped and laid down in a Kyosho Ultima build. All right. So he has a Kyosho Ultima build, and I reach out to Santos. I said, "Hey, look, do you think you could build this Joel Johnson edition for me? Because I have zero tools to build an RC car." And he says, "You're going to make me build a Kyosho car?" Meanwhile, he's building a Kyosho car. All right,
Jeez.
whatever.
Truth comes out.
I think you misquoted him.
I misquoted him. He says I have one of those slider bell cranks flipped and laid down in a Kyosho.
No. You misquoted him that you said you were gonna make him build a piece of crap Kyosho car.
Oh, yeah. I just didn't want to put that out there. I didn't want to. All right. He said, "Are you going to make?" Jason Santos responded, "Are you going to make me build a piece of crap Kyosho car?"
There you go.
Yeah. And I said, yes. And it's not a piece of crap, sir. It's a Joel Johnson Edition 87 Ultimate. It's not a piece of crap. That car, I'll say it right now, can compete today. Sorry, I said it.
Hey,
If Joel Johnson's driving it, though.
honestly,
The Magic Man. The Magic Man.
to build a Kyosho, all you need is a Phillips screwdriver.
I don't have that. Sorry. So I was talking to Jason, and I said, I don't know, man. Can you imagine if Joel won the 89 Worlds? And I don't know.
No, I couldn't imagine it.
Just think, or no, the 93 Worlds, especially getting Losey's first World Championship.
Yeah.
He was this close, and I remember being on vacation waiting for the RC car action to come out to find out who won the World in 93, because back then you didn't have no internet to find out, or
You had to
I guess
wait.
you could. Yeah, you had to wait.
You know what I did?
Called the company.
I called Associated.
Yeah. I
I
just
tried
wanted-
I tried to get into that race. I resumed into the 93 Worlds.
That's what you were telling me. Yeah.
Yeah, I resumed into the 93 Worlds and I got denied.
Damn, bro.
Kirby, you know that story of 93 Worlds. Like, Joel was this close from winning that race. He won A1.
You TQ'd it.
It hurts me to this day. It probably hurts me worse than Joel does. Than it hurts Joel.
Facts.
I just want to skip through some of this. It's getting late, but we don't need any of that.
That's
The
all.
junior T, we
We're
don't need
only
any
on
of that.
page 57 of 112.
Well, a lot of them at the end are just ads, Jason. So relax. Tell Allison to
What
hang on
is-
there.
Serpent.
This serpent. What is this?
Where's the rear? Hey, who cut off the rear quarter panels on that bad, John?
Yeah, I don't even know what this is. This is
Well, turn the page. Maybe it's an on-road car. I can't even tell.
I guess.
Dude, that thing's
Like
hurting.
it looks like a two-wheel drive electric hybrid of an 8 scale on road car.
Here, my face sums it up.
Yeah.
No, next.
Hurting.
All right, should I be turning the page? Because I mean, look how cool this
That's
is.
another great photo right there.
Jeez, Jason wants to be alone right now, guys.
Jason Santos is saying I'm skipping the best budget truck ever, the Junior T.
All right,
That's
go back and let's look at the Junior T.
I mean, Jason wants to get the bed here.
Oh man,
So the
it's
Team
a great,
Lucy
it's a
Junior,
great paint job. I'll give it that.
a great one.
I love that. I mean, this is basically the Kyle Reed paint job with a couple with one or two different colors.
Okay, I'll accept that, I guess.
Oh, Jason's here for the square body. Jesus Christ.
Well, that is the square body. There's a lot going on in this photo too. I mean, looks like he hit a Claymore or something.
Clearly could probably use a sway bar on that thing, right? I mean, come on, guys.
A Blackfoot sway bar would fit.
Yeah. We got 87 in stock.
Yeah, that's one thing we had at Trinity in the back of the warehouse, Jason. We had a bunch of these Blackfoot sway bar kits for some.
For some reason, nobody bought them.
Hey, you know, the rumor is when
Kirby and I were back there, we're like, man, look at all these.
Look, they're still here.
the rumor is when Horizon came and picked it all up down in Florida, those Blackfoot sway bars are still there.
I guarantee the same quantity was in Edison, New Jersey.
And we had the
Yeah.
Kyosho Ultimate chassis too, which I should have grabbed a few of those.
Apparently, the Joel Johnson car just hit A Main Hobbies tonight.
Did it? Well, I mean, you said Tower is the same as A-Main, right?
Well, not the same.
Oh, no, wait, Tower and Horizon. That's it. Sorry.
Yeah, Horizon.
So do you think I'm safe with ordering it from Tower, or should I go on A-Main and order it?
No, of course you're safe there.
Okay. I was asking the Kirby, so I was asking because I ordered it through Tower. It came up pre-orders. Listener to the show messaged me and said, "Hey, get up there quick, pre-order it." But I didn't think Tower was like still a thing anymore. And they didn't have a photo of the car on the pre-order list, so I felt that to me felt kind of strange. Like I'm like, how do you not have a photo there? It says image coming soon, and it just seemed very sketchy to me. But then Jason said to me that's owned by Horizon, so I felt safe. So
Yeah, it's legit.
So they sent me an order number and everything, and then thanked me for the order. So I feel good. Hopefully I get one.
So
If I
look
don't
at
get
this.
one,
So the interesting part about this Junior T and
Yeah,
Junior
let us know, please.
was this actually the rear A arms on this thing, the rear hub carriers were the same as that were on Kyle Reed's World's car, and
Oh, wow.
this this whole idea of the chassis with the front top deck, that kind of carried over onto the car as well, and that plastic chassis. A lot of that stuff carried over even on Kyle's prototype Double X from a few pages back. So
How about
So yeah, I gotta apologize to Santos because he sent me a photo earlier in the day of him, and he said this car got him into racing, if I'm correct on that.
I believe so, yeah.
And he sent me a photo of him back in the day, I guess, working on the Junior.
How about that front body mount? Golly.
Yeah, that's the same that was on the JRXT. It was ugly. No doubt about it.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it was interesting. They made those new wheels there. The wheels that were that came on the JRXT were 3-piece wheels, and the wheels that came on this truck were just the 1-piece.
Huh.
That star looking wheel, and I don't know. I never really liked them, but now kind of looking at it, square body, 5-star wheels, not bad.
Yeah. All right.
Square body, boys.
This is what it is. That's what they used to. That's
Look
what
at
they
that.
say in sports.
Body type, Ford Bronco.
OJ. I remember that was the hot ticket with RC10s back in the day, that you run the 3-piece front wheels. That was the ticket.
Oh yeah.
Got to get that weight up front, boy.
Hmm.
Red Lion Raceway.
Yeah, Jason Santos in chat saying, "Yeah, that was my first race, Red Line Raceway Dirt Oval." Where was that?
Where's that at?
Red Line. I know a Food Lion.
Oh,
Yeah, I was thinking of the Food Lion.
That's what I was thinking of when I saw it. Food Lion.
There's a restaurant up here called Red Lion, but I doubt that's it.
Maybe it was in a parking lot of that. Kirby.
Hello.
So the comments on the Losi Junior T is that it's more than just an entry-level racing truck. It handles well. It will accelerate quickly, so it's a contender for the A-main at any track. It says here, with the addition of the wheel ball bearings, this truck will be ready for any competition.
Ball
The
bearings are
molded
good.
chassis is very stiff and looks practically indestructible.
Ho, ho.
There you have it. That's the Losi Junior T. Jason Santos is saying, I honestly don't remember the town. I know it was south of Macungie.
Oh, it's Route 100.
Well, it would be Red Lion then, right? The town, actually, Red Lion.
That was right next to
That's
the
below
Food Lion.
York, right?
Dude, that Macungie is like on the way to Easton.
No. All right.
Yeah, that's on Route 78, brother.
But I thought Red Lion was below York. If you look that up.
Yeah.
All right, how many more pages we got in there?
All right, we're
No,
open
right
to
here.
it,
This
Jason.
is the
Calm
book.
down now.
No,
This is the
go
book.
by.
Come on down. Everybody's loving this. It's
Jeez.
3 hours in. So people love 3-hour podcasts.
Look at this car. This thing's beautiful.
All right. So now this was an insert in this 1991 edition called the Radio Controlled Racer. So if you remember, there was always, they would occasionally put these inserts in there like this.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because, did they try to make that like a separate magazine at one point or something?
I believe so.
Yeah, but it just never, it didn't do shit. It never had traction.
I think if I remember, you can take this out and be its own separate thing.
You can take it out and go to the bathroom with it.
Because they did on the 93 Worlds with the Joel Johnson, the one that he should have won. They had the same thing too.
It should be like a drinking episode. Every time you say Joel Johnson, you got to take a shot.
Well, last time it was Trinity, but now it's Joel Johnson. Yeah,
That's right.
I mean, he's the GOAT. I mean,
I drank a lot.
I think the guy on the page here is probably the GOAT.
What, back here in this pink shirt? Who's that?
That's actually Greg. That guy's name is Greg. But
Okay, he has a Raiders hat on.
Big Raiders fan. All right.
All right, so when you flip into this radio control racer edition,
oh god, I think there's more Joel Johnson stuff in here.
of course.
I'm pretty sure this is another Joel Johnson.
Oh man, how better this? No, we got a blank page here. So this must have been. For some reason, the full page ads aren't in here. All right, so on-road nationals, of course, Joel Johnson's in here.
Oh no, but look at the bottom left corner here. What does this say?
Waiting for the start of the A main, Cliff lets Nissan sits on the pole while the rest of the pack lines up behind him.
Go ahead, read that one more time.
Waiting for the start of the A main, Cliff lets Nissan sits on the pole while the rest of the pack lines up behind him.
Why would they even put Nissan?
Oh, you tricked me, Jason. Damn it.
Pit shop.
Tricked me. Man, I can't believe I read that.
The Ranch Pit Stop, Pomona.
Yep, that's the track.
They come from all over the country on a quest for fame, glory, and maybe even a sponsorship. So there you go.
I'm just looking at these pictures, that's all.
The Nationals attract such big-time racing teams as Associated Delta, Bolink, Pink Performance, Novak, RevTech, Tekin, and of course, Team Trinity.
You might be a Rev Tech.
Randy's saying Masami's a GOAT, 14-time world champion.
It's debatable.
Joel, I mean, come on.
Oh god.
Here we go.
This is all we got. Like out here. One of the most revered drivers in any scale. That's key there. In any scale, Joel Johnson has been driving electric RC cars since the inception. He has been an A-main contender in nearly every race he's ever entered. At the 91 Roar off-road. At the 91 Roar on-road nationals, he has qualified first. I can't read that. In VO scale modified? What was that about, Jason?
I don't know what that is.
Hey, it's 12 scale model.
It's probably
VIO, it says?
Yeah, probably supposed to be 12 scale. No, because then it says V12 scale modified is probably supposed to be 12 scale.
Wow, what was that?
So I think it's just a misprint. I think it's supposed to be 10 scale, then 12 scale. Because he TQ'd in one 10 scale, but Cliff actually TQ'd in one 12 scale. Like if you pan up to the car above his, that's probably Cliff's.
Man, we really don't
12
want to do
scale.
that.
Yeah, so that's Cliff's 12 scale car.
Hey, but, hey, go back down. We're looking at the right side of Joel's picture of the car. I'm reading what's in the car. This is the important shit. In black. There we go. There we go. Look at him. He ran a Futaba servo. That is interesting with Tekin.
Man, a lot of things going on here. Associate car. So he's running HPI graphite front suspension, stiffener plate, Technocraft tie rods.
It's just a carbon fiber plate between the front end.
But this was the cool shit to look at back then.
Absolutely. This was it. This was it.
Mm-hmm.
Trinity push cheater batteries.
Oh, jeez.
Like when I got my car featured in the car action like this, I'm like, I made it. This is it.
Yeah, definitely.
Composite Craft chassis. Dude, Composite Craft was the shit.
And the Magic Motorsports stuff, man.
Car looks clean right there.
Look at that. Nobody better. And then, man, when I got that Magic Motorsports T-shirt, I was wearing that to school every day.
Oh yeah.
Hey, let's look at the Cliff Lett car.
Yeah, we'll take a look. Let's see it.
All right. So Cliff Lett's winning Associated RC12 LW. says here in the writing, attention, this isn't a mistake. It's true. The Michael Jordan of RC off-road.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I just read that.
You walked right into that one.
It
I've
walked
never
right
read
into it.
anything cringier in my life.
The Michael Jordan of RC off-road racing has just scored another national title in on-road competition.
15-turn quad. Wow.
Cliff Lett won the V12 scale modified class at the 91 Roar On-Road Nationals.
I've watched the video of this race a bunch of times.
To take the title, Lett used the new Associated RC 1012 LW.
He ran
Similar
a
to the one used
Losi
by Chris Losi.
64 pit. He ran a Losi spur gear. What the hell?
Probably to get 64 pitch.
There's a lot of options out there besides your main competitor.
Yeah, I don't
of
know. What the
Losi.
deal
That's
is.
wild. Could have ran Dumore. Yeah, those write-ups are cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's keep going here. There might be another article on Joel.
Oh, there's John Thawley.
That's John Thawley and Pops Losi right there.
Wow. Okay.
There's the bumping, the
Bump charging.
the
Oh, yeah.
bumps. Kirby probably did a bunch of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You had to. Oval, yes. Yes, sir. Hey, go far left. There was a couple pictures on the far left. I just didn't know if they were worth
Oh,
anything.
the tire traction.
That's a bowling rear end. Goddamn.
This is back when they were using the tire warmers, or no? Or is
No,
this
Tire traction, but
tire traction? Yeah.
That's suntan lotion.
Oh, that's right. The old copper tone.
Yeah, I loved it.
hurting.
So Tom Boland's Eliminator Pro is a Bolink latest on-road car. Eliminator Pro. Remember that, Kirby?
Nope.
No, it's innovative rear pod design with a lateral friction dampener just under the main shock. The white stuff on the tires is suntan lotion that was used for traction.
The Bolink Swizzle Stick.
Swizzle. My nizzle.
We use those all the time. Those were so simple but effective. What the picture above that one? There's something above that. I don't know if it's any good.
Hold on. Sorry. Clifflet wrenches on his whatever.
His Losi spur gear.
Yeah. Did you guys want me to read about this Joel Johnson car again, or are we good?
I think I'm kind of caught up on it.
Yeah.
All right, good.
We're good.
All
Yes.
right. And then we look at the 91 on-road Nats results, and we had Intense Scale Modified. Joel Johnson winning, of course.
Andy's. Look at all those Bolink Porsches. Terry Rott, Andy Dobson, Blackstock Dosick, Terry Rott, Rick Howard, Bobby Haran, Ron Rossetti, Mark Pavitas, 10th. Mark. East Coast, Terry Rott. Oh, let's go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I didn't see that there. Motor East Coast.
There he is. Howard ran a Bolink too. Ron Rossetti Bolink. God damn. Look at that.
This is amazing.
Where's Joel at in the 12 scale race there?
Something happened. I mean, somebody took him
wow.
out.
Frank Lander, the Corrali.
Just saw
Nice.
Frank. I just saw him.
Terry Rott with a third. Look at you. Third for East Coast on the podium. Rick Howard. Oh, there's Joel. Reflex 12.
Qualified second, Joel. Got taken out and had to, settle for 7.
Actually, he dotted out on the first lap.
Anyway.
He did come back really.
Hold up.
He actually, what happened is he actually came back to second in that race, and then he dumped.
Sean
What was-
Cochran there in 10th stock.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. Delta Villain. That's a cool name.
All right.
Okay.
Scroll
All
down.
And then here's all the stuff to go with that.
12 scale at the bottom. You just missed the class.
12 scale stock.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
you
just
wanna
seeing if
see
there's any like names, random names that are like. Okay.
The person
RT agitator, boy.
I knew Willie Decker and Sean Cochran still works at Associated.
Wow. That's insane.
Yep.
Did you want to see like what Joel's running up here or no?
Yeah, Trinity, Magic Motorsports.
Take my help.
Yeah, that's good right there.
Wait a minute. KO? Joel was running KO.
No, that can't be right.
That's got to be
Oh.
wrong.
Oh, he won. Oh yeah,
Oh.
maybe
Look at his sponsors. Go to the right.
he did.
Maybe
run
that's-
Beacon. So that's
Doesn't say KO in the sponsors.
it. Doesn't say Aerotronics either. So obviously,
Wow. Maybe that's why I was running KO back then.
You made a switch.
yeah,
All right.
dude. I don't know if I've ever seen him run Tekin before.
Yeah, he ran Tekin there for a little while. Obviously, something happened there with them and Novak, and who knows? what
Slovak.
All right, let's keep going.
The
So
bowling
this is the
shirt.
winning product
Mower
section.
with the bowling
Okay.
shirt, boy.
Look at that.
Damn.
Yeah, that's cool. What's up here? I want to take a look at this quick. Oh, that's the zapper. Remember that? The motor zapper?
ERP
ERP.
had one.
The
Had one.
master zapper.
Yep.
The unit can improve the performance of most stock motors by effectively increasing their magnetic fields.
Can it though?
I don't know.
Yep.
Throughout the weekend, stock class drivers lined up at the ERP tent to have their motors
ain't no-
zapped.
Ain't no doubt about it.
They zapped them all right.
But I remember Dad was like, "We need to have one of them." I'm like, all right.
Oh, really? Did you
Yeah.
get one? Did you get one?
I said we had one.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
I said had one.
I
There's that dyno.
don't know.
What's that
What
hell?
dyno that
What is
was?
that shit? That is a crude looking dyno. Yeah, it says Kenwell was in 10 skill there. I see that right. Huh. Anywho.
Some Pro SC front A arms right here.
They're swept.
Oh,
We got some
Magic.
Magic Motorsports gears.
64 pitch gears. There you go.
So you could put a 64 pitch on your RC10, it says.
Now we're getting down to like where it ends, Jason. So you'll be good here.
Oh,
Okay.
Dumore RC transponder mount. It's a good mount. Novak Chargers.
Yeah, everybody had those in the pits.
Auto score.
The Digipeak.
And what do we have here? Body and tires. What's this? Maintain your. Oh, that's nothing. Okay.
Little shock maintenance.
Yep.
How to do shock maintenance.
How to clean your car.
And then this is all on a Losi car there. It's got the
How to build a diff meter. I'd rather not.
it's got on the right there, it's got the transmission apart. That's the old Losi center diff transmission. LRM.
Low. What does it stand for?
Rotating mass.
Low rotating mass. Okay. How to build a diff meter? What in the hell is a diff meter?
I'm out on that, boy.
Jason, help.
I think it's just they're probably trying to build something to set your diff so you could figure out the resistance there.
Or you can just get really good on feeling it.
Right.
Wow. A diff meter. That
They
seems like
actually have-
something my
there's
good friend
actually a
Brian Roder would
digital-
be into.
They actually at the races they use a digital version of this now, where
What?
you put a digital meter into the rear axle, and you turn the digital meter, and it tells you how much resistance the diff has.
Wow. So today they're doing this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
32 years later. Wow.
that's right.
All right. And Hot Tracks is Coral Springs Roadrunners RC Club. There you go, Jason.
That's the track, man.
Boom.
Was featured in the 1991 December issue of Car Action. Is that still the phone number there? 721-5720?
Well, that's actually that there is an advertisement for the local.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's an advertisement.
Right. So, wow. Isn't that cool, Jason? There you go. Fun in the sun. Year-round 10-scale off-road racing.
Yep.
Still going. That's amazing. And then we get into the track directory. So, which was pretty cool back then. Like I said, a couple episodes ago, we were talking about how you can look up the little icons and see what the track has, and we had a few people message us about that. So there you go. And then you got your Reedy modified ad here, and Powerline cells. Remember them, Kirby? Yeah. And ballistic batteries.
Ballistic batteries, yes, sir. King RC. King
There
RC.
you go. So ballistic batteries, 1991 Roar Stock Class National Champions. Computer printout for each set. What's that?
I remember those.
To the right of that ad.
King RC,
That was the track in North Carolina that I dominated.
the track that Kirby built.
Well, I don't think
Five
so.
Forks Village, home of Kirby Hand. How's that?
That track was the best. That was the best paved oval ever.
Yeah. Competition batteries. We got some ads here. RPM, of course.
Those old ads are fun.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say the King RC logo is really cool.
Yeah. And it was like that till the end, dude. Like, that was always it.
It almost looks
Clean.
like a very similar RC to RC Performance Specialties, the RCPS.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like the King RC. Looks good.
Christmas.
Yeah. What do we got here?
Sassy chassis, boy.
Yeah, something there. Sassy
Sassy
chassis
chassis.
and sassy punch pack.
Paragon.
There you
Clodbuster,
go.
man.
Paragon ground effects, dude. Just
I have no idea what this text is here, but that's just in there. There's your killer Claude parts, Jason.
Yeah, those JPS wheels are really highly sought after still online with the vintage.
Wow.
Like, and because they made all kinds of wheels, RC10, they made ones for on road, the 10L, the
Jesus. I
12L.
bet they weighed 100 pounds.
Yeah, they're just, and people love them. They still look for them today.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Isn't that amazing? And then what's new? Wow, what's news up in the back? Associated
10T,
Electronics,
boy.
RC10.
Here's my weakness, the RC10T.
Oh, I thought it was the Panda Peak Charger. Panda.
the Panda Pink Charger. That is awesome. Is that sought out there? Is people still looking for that, Jason?
Jason has one right now.
Not that I know of.
He's got it on the battery of his Raptor.
Team Smooth. I don't remember them. Pro Discharger.
I remember Team Smooth. Yo.
Yeah, Team Smooth was big down here in Florida. The guys were from here.
Oh, yeah.
Twin K graphite airfoil wing. I remember Technocraft made a Lexan airfoil wing. Yeah, it just didn't take. It was just too heavy. Like, I get the theory behind it, but it was fucking heavy.
All right.
What I don't understand about an airfoil wing would be an airfoil is to lift.
To lift.
So it's like you would think.
That would be the opposite of what you want to do.
Yeah, right.
Randy's asking, how good were the narrow front wheels on the RC10, Jason?
They actually didn't have a lot of steering. I mean, to me, it looked amazing. When I first,
They look great.
It looked amazing.
it looked amazing.
Oh, you
And
mean yeah.
those narrow front. When I
Narrow.
first saw that truck, because that was the first big race I ever went to, I showed up at Lake Park in Tampa, and Cliff was driving that RC10T at the Winter Champs with the narrow fronts, and I was just in love. That truck with that body and those narrow front tires, unbelievable.
Jason was in love. Oh my god.
So Russell Hamilton's asking who won 10 scale mod. I wonder if he's talking about that on-road race. That was the one Joel won
The Magic Man, Russell.
back. At that on-road nationals in '91. Cliff won 12 scale and Joel won 10 scale.
Jason, were you tired of losing body clips? Well, all you needed was the CRP body buttons
Bruh, sickness.
by Custom Racing Products. And then what is this? A CSI
Yeah.
or SCI monster car. The power is on.
I mean,
Speed control.
It must have been some kind of speed control.
Look at this thing.
Probably was a lot cooler than we all gave it credit for.
Saratoga, Florida. I want to say CSI. SCI. Wow. Is this something that we can
It's out of
find
Florida.
today?
It's not even on Jason's radar, so it couldn't have been good.
Man, that's weird. I mean, it looks thin, and I don't know what all this is on the outside, but
It's like a piece of shit. made in Austria.
huh?
I'm sure.
All right, Thompson's Power, Dyno 10. All right, well, that's nothing there.
I don't think I've ever heard of them.
More aluminum wheels.
Oh, by
Jesus
JPS.
Christ.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same ones as before.
Yeah.
Which motor this is an advertisement
Peak
for
performance.
which motor manufacturer won Roar National Championship every year since starting production?
Now you go to the far right on the bottom on the other page.
Look at that. Peak performance, hands down. God damn, look at that ad. That's cool.
Got a lot of championships wrapped up right there.
1988 10 scale West German champions.
Oh, who could forget?
Who can forget that one?
Wow.
Oh, they got the 89 Danish.
89
I like
Danish.
Dude, I'm a fan of Danishes. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
they're good, man.
Give me
wow.
give me that cream cheese, boy.
And Australian national. Wow, that's pretty interesting. That's you know, hey, whatever.
Original ad. It's the original
Yeah.
ad.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. ERI in Congers, New York, which was a distributor of all products. Which little tidbit I visited once.
Woo.
I actually think that they're still the distributor.
Are you serious?
I believe so. I
Wow. So we were in
Dan's
the area.
RC.
So I was in the area of New York at the time, and I remember telling my dad, I'm like, man, this ERI is not far from here. So, you know, big RC nerd that I was, I asked my dad if he can go there, and we went there, and the guy that owned, I think he owned it, he gave me a tour of the whole place,
Wow.
which was pretty cool because they had every product that you can imagine on the shelves.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, and that's it. Dan's RC stuff. You can't forget
Yeah.
about.
Banana lube.
Yeah, Dan, not to be confused with Bud.
I would have never confused them ever in my life.
Okay.
Does that happen? Okay. Dan's Banana Lube. That's all I
Banana lube,
remember.
man.
Yeah, that was the best thing. That's what you needed to win. Banana Lube. And we end the car action there. That's it. We're on page 112 of this 1991 December issue.
RC World Condo, Florida.
What is the deal with that?
Let's say
yours, Jason.
So for sale, RC World Condo, Orlando, Florida, pristine condition, completely furnished, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, living room, dining room, open kitchen, dinette, screen porch, all appliances, central AC, 1 mile from East West Expressway, 25 minutes from Disney World. On-site 100-acre RC flying field.
For that price, I'm down. Let's go. I'm
Wait, how
calling
much
them
was
right
it?
now.
Where's the price at?
$69,990. 70,000.
We should call them and see if
Oh,
this is available.
Tony
still.
at Air Age Publishing.
Oh man, Tony Bowers.
Maybe.
On-site 100-acre RC flying field, not a track, a flying field with enclosed hangar. Includes a swimming pool, tennis courts.
Pickleball courts.
Offering price $69,990. And well, there you go, Jason. RC World Condo. Give him a call at 203-322-0678. That's amazing, isn't it?
Calling about your condo, RC World Condo.
I would love to find this on Google Maps and see if it's still around.
You better.
Yeah. And there you go, folks. That's our December 1991 edition of Car Action. That was a blast, to be honest with you. I guess you guys are calling this the best issue ever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, we still have 400.
They need to relax on that shit.
We still have 415 issues to go through. So.
Yeah, we got to do the 89 worlds, the 93 worlds, 95 worlds, 97 worlds.
Yeah.
And I think it really tapers off after the late 90s.
Yeah, we'll hit them all up.
Gotti. So unrelated here. Got a friend that checked into a Top Golf in Edison, New Jersey.
Oh, wow. They have a Top Golf in Edison?
So I commented, Edison, I used to work there.
Yeah.
And she goes, so much to do here. I'm like, damn, they got a Top Golf there.
Wow.
Hopefully-
I can't believe that. I thought
Chili's
that.
is still there.
Yeah. Ernie used to take us to Chili's.
Oh, yeah, boy.
All right. So there you go, guys. This is we're 3 hours. This is one of our longest episodes. 3 hours and 30 minutes in.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
But I appreciate everybody hanging in, and thanks to Kirby for joining us, which has been a nice surprise lately. Kirby's been on a couple podcasts now for
I guess
2023.
if we do them on Fridays, he could join.
Yeah.
Yeah, midweek ain't happening.
Jason says you got to get the car loaded up for pit stop tomorrow. See you there, Gotti.
Yeah.
That is a pot. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna promise.
Hey, Jason.
But I will be in the area.
If he don't show up before qualify, just keep waiting for him. He'll be, he might show up. Just keep waiting.
I may shock you guys and actually show up to this, not the race, but just to show up and watch. So.
Nah.
How far away is it?
How far is it from Harrisburg, Kirby?
Some dude said 20 minutes.
All right. Well, what are you doing tomorrow, Kirby? Maybe we can meet down there.
I'm going mountain biking.
No, all right. All right. So again, appreciate everybody and hanging in there. Audio version, guys. Just make sure you check out the. And you know what? I got a message from somebody saying, "Hey, I don't care if it's audio and you guys are. I listen to it while I'm traveling, no matter what. So
Cool.
They don't have to tune into the video.
Hey, if you don't like it, start your own shit.
There is a lot of them out there now. So check us out on YouTube. Trying to grow that a little. I haven't really promoted that at all. So check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And again, appreciate everybody joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one. Jason's going. Oh, you're not going anywhere this weekend, so
Correct.
You'll be around.
And I'll
next
be around. And I'll be around next week.
Next week also.
And then the week after that's Mugen Challenge, where you guys are both coming down.
Hey,
Mugen Challenge, I'll be there.
Gotti, this is the Mugen Challenge, and right now Jason's still going. Now that week of Mugen Challenge, something came up. I'm not going.
Right. Yeah. Boy, that would be a bummer.
Hey, I have a flight and I have the Airbnb rented.
I bet you do.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'll see you
we're
down there
turning up.
Saturday, Jason.
Hey, Gotti, we're turning up at that Airbnb. Let's go.
I'm not even telling you guys where it is.
Oh, we'll
You
find
already-
it.
you
We'll find it.
I think you did tell me, Jason. You sent me the pictures and everything.
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
Yeah, I'm in charge of 25 people.
Okay.
You can challenge LCRC Raceway. So maybe if any of our fans are going out there, we'll see you there. But again, thanks for joining us, guys. This was 250, a big celebration there. 250, episode 250. We're cranking them out now, though, so we're still around. I don't think we'll ever take a hiatus like we did. Never say never, but I'm having fun with this, so we're still here. And we'll catch you on the next one, guys. See ya.
See you guys.